All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's get going. We are here for Lol Cow Alpha. Let's get into that.
Hey, super chat stack, watch the numbers climb. Buffed up flex in the chat, all mine. Alpha in the blood, first letter in the line. Top of the pack, yeah, the crown is mine. ALPHA, low cow, alpha in the chat. First of the line, we the best, that's a fact. Hey, ALPHA, low cow, alpha where it's at. Super chat king, throw it up, run it back. Truck. Crowns get crushed when the letters collide. Alpha's the mark. You can't push aside, strongest of the strong. Top tier genes, we break down thrones. We unseat queens. ALPHA, low cow, alpha in the chat. First of the line, we the best, that's a fact. ALPHA, low cow, alpha where it's at. Super chat king, throw it up, run it back. From the cafe to the bus, we shake the whole town. Queens lose crowns, nuts crack, balls hit the ground. We go live with the flex, the alpha sound. And everybody else is going down. ALPHA, low cow, alpha in the chat. First of the line, we the best, that's a fact. ALPHA, low cow, alpha where it's at. Super chat king, throw it up, run it back. Truck.
As I say every day, chop. It always makes me think of Parappa the Rapper, So, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Lol Cow Alpha. I am your host, Phantom. Tech is a busy guy, and he said he may pop in with us today, but this is kind of going to be let's get some more watch hours in. Let's talk about some stuff. You guys don't really know me the way that a lot of people know me, and so, you guys just think, oh, he's a snail, motherfucker. And I got a lot of stories, background, shit like that. But I wanted to talk to you guys tonight and kind of open up the floor, have a discussion, have some pop-ins to talk about one of my favorite off-air genres, which is Tokusatsu. So let's get into the studio so I can start sharing some of this stuff. And let's start having a discussion, because when you find out more about it, you're going to be like, what the fuck? I thought, so let's get into the studio. Oh, I'm telling you, it's a Saturday. Did y'all see Keem's live on air? Boogie's been down in the pit all day. I swear to you, it's crazy the stuff that is going on. Woo! All right, let's get into it. All right. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a picture real quick, and I want you to give me your honest, genuine reaction of what you think, because I have a feeling I already know the answer. All right, so we're gonna just pop this picture up. Oh, it helps if I'm. When you see that, what do you think? You think, oh fuck, kids shit, Power Rangers, blah 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 blah. Okay, well, I can tell you there is more to this story than you have any idea. This is actually Kyoryu Sentai Ranger. Okay? That is the Japanese version, because as all of you probably know, it does come from Japan. We reuse the footage. But did you know how much work the suit actors actually go through, and how much of a culture and a big business it is? The company that does the majority of the stunts, originally was called Japanese Action Club or the JAC. It's a highly elite performance and special stunt work. Okay. Here's the thing about the JAC. It started, it was started by none other than Sonny Chiba. Sonny Chiba is a legend in the martial arts world. Martial art movies, martial arts, various different things. He's been on TV, he's been in American movies, Japanese movies. But we wouldn't have this today, or, well, we really don't have it today other than Kamen Rider, but we'll get to that. But the suit actors all came from the original starting of all this, which was truly and fully one other very famous franchise that goes on to this day. And I bet you don't know who it was or what franchise it was. Any guesses? Anyone? No? Okay. Uh Godzilla. Godzilla is the birth of the modern Tokusatsu revolution. I'm not going to keep saying that word, because it takes too long to say. Um, but there's been a lot of different pieces to this over the years. You've got the Godzilla universe. You've got Kamen Rider, Metal Heroes, you've got Super Sentai, you've got things like live action Honey Cutie the Live, so there's been various shows. We just haven't seen all of them. We haven't gotten the movies. We got a lot of drummed down, watered down content, okay? So I figured we could talk a little bit about how this all ties together, how it ties to Marvel and Stan Lee, because it does, believe it or not. So all of this all kind of ties together. But let's start with, what is Tokusatsu? Right? Tokusatsu is live action film or television that highly utilizes special effects, rubber suits, mecha. There's multiple different genres within the greater thing. But the biggest piece of this is, if you watch any toku, you're going to see plenty of explosions. Did you ever wonder as a kid, or as, these shows have progressed here in the US, we got a lot of Power Rangers. Did you ever wonder why there were always explosions when they transformed? Well, that's part of the genre. The actors of the JAC, they trained for years to be able to stand that close to this explosion, and there's been a lot of mini trampolines ruined over the years. So Gidgy popped in and popped out. Okay. Hi, Gidgy. Bye, Gidgy. Where'd you go, Gidgy? Okay. Anyways, so let's take you back. This all primarily started, what is considered the modern toku genre, was started by Subaraya and Ishinomura. Okay. Ishinomura was a manga drawer who actually turned his manga for Kamen Rider into a TV show. Subaraya turned, and I'm doing it, Ultraman. So let me give you some insight. So back then, the 50s, 60s, Japanese culture was still coming off that World War II, post-nuclear, that's where you get Godzilla, where they're talking about, you know, Godzilla is some of the after effects of the atomic bomb dropping, things, um, things along those lines. Well, then you get some more lighthearted, but yet, um, representations out there. So for me, it was always the fact that, I one of the reasons I never got into anime, you know, heavily was I was actually more into the giant mechas and stuff like that. I wish I would have known about it as a kid, but you know, um, so it really kicked off there, and there was kind of a back and forth. Now, over in Japan, they have different eras. So you got the Showa era, you got the Heisei era, and then you've got what is right now. Oh, good God, what go figure. I would blank. What the fuck's wrong with you, Phantom? Seriously, seriously, seriously. Anyways, um Reiwa. We're in the Reiwa era. So if you ever hear anybody speaking on these terms, they may say, "Oh, that's Showa era riders," which I I don't know enough about or I'm sorry, Ultraman. I was more of a Kamen Rider and Sentai fan, so I'm not going to focus as much about Ultraman, but I can talk to some pieces of that. But I did want to get into Toei, the network Toei, who is actually, and the reason I'm bringing this all up is because for the first time in history, Toei, as a broadcaster and producer of content, on TV, is doing simulcasts of Kamen Rider right now across the world. Every Saturday on, at least here in the US, on YouTube, you can watch simulcast Kamen Rider right then and there. Okay. No having to pull it from some website or, fan subbing groups, no having to wait for a DVD. This is unprecedented. We're not getting watered down things of that nature because I've actually timed it out, people. I have actually found and taken some of the old Fox Kids footage. We'll say Big Bad Beetleborgs. Would you believe that was a bitchin' adult drama called Bee Fighter? I mean, and that's how much it went from a bitchin' dark story, gritty to kids show. You know, they couldn't keep. They said the Western audience wouldn't be interested. There was one episode that I found they took 23 seconds of a 30-minute episode. That was all. And that whole episode was burned. 23 seconds. How is that? I mean, come on. So let's talk about the Toei side of things. So the Toei side of Toku kind of spans a big generation, but where it really starts is back in the 70s when Ishinomura decided to pitch his manga Kamen Rider and turn it into a TV. You may have seen pictures of this over the years, but what you see right here and the general premise of the original Showa era riders was they were all turned into cyborg. Some of them by choice, some of them forcibly, other than Shin and Amazon. Okay. So, and then you always have an evil organization. It's always over the top and various different things. So, to get you up to speed, at least with the Showas, these two right here, this is Ichigo and Nigo. Due to an injury on set, because here's the thing, these actors that portrayed these roles actually did their own stunts too. Bianca's got the question in the chat, why do bulls only have one horn each? So the working out bulls, I thought it was kind of funny when I made them, that it removed one. And so the story is, we don't have a name for our bull yet, but he was working out so hard, he knocked off one of his horns. I thought it was funny. We can always go back and get another bull horn. Monarch 6969, you know what? I'm vamping. Sorry, dude. Anyways, back to talking about this. So during the production of the show in the 70s, this guy right here, he was the main actor. He actually got into a accident on set. They replaced him while he was recovering, but they wanted to keep the storyline going. This was actually one of the longest seasons, period, of a show. I think it came out to be like 96 episodes. And you can see that here in the US. That is available on major streaming platforms. Now, just recently, we are starting to finally get some influx of these older shows, because Toei is finally negotiating rights and things of that nature. So, yep. So Toei is finally starting to loosen up. We're starting to see distribution rights, things of that nature. So, next in line is geez, you guys, okay, chat, y'all are trying to throw me off, okay? I'm trying to get some of the watch hours up, and honestly, I was trying to do something that I was passionate about, but apparently that's too fucking boring for you too. Jesus. I'm going to go back to it because I worked hard on this, and this is something that I'm passionate about. If you're bored, go watch Boogie fucking whining and complaining about wanting to go hang out with his friends, okay? I love y'all, and I promise we are just trying to get this off the ground. Y'all know what you're in for when you come to me. You're going to either get old, boring, or, me losing my voice. Damn it. Anyways, back to what I was saying before you guys so rudely interrupted me. So the Showa era hovered many years. There were many hiatuses. Some of these are just off the wall. One of these we got in the US. And it bombed so hard that it effectively killed Kamen Rider in the West for almost, what was it, 11 years? So, yeah, we never saw any more out of it here in the West. In the East, it's been running since Kamen Rider 2 years ago celebrated their 50th anniversary. This year is the 50th year of Super Sentai, so they have to be doing something right. So quickly, you have Kamen Rider V3, which did get played over in Hawaii. And you've got Rider Man. He does have a mechanical arm. Kamen Rider X, stronger. There's Super One. Um, XZ. Um, that I don't know. But then you got Black and Black RX. Now, a few years ago, Amazon did remake Black as a grittier, more adult type show. Black RX was actually the one that West got that kind of bombed, you know? So, oh, wrong button. So, yeah. Then Kamen Rider goes on a major hiatus during this time. Okay. After the Showa era and Black RX goes off the air. They make 2 made-for-TV movies. They make a couple different things to try and revive the series. Series doesn't come back till 2001. So you're probably asking yourself at this point, how the fuck does Stan Lee and Marvel tie into this whole thing when you just went on about all these different riders and you really want to go to sleep? I'll tell you about every single one, individually. Now, I summed it up. They're all cyborgs. Cooter Crab says he usually is. All right. So, how does Stan Lee tie into all this? Well, Stan Lee was trying to get Marvel kicked off over in Japan and trying to, develop some things in the 70s. Well, Japan had not really grasped onto the whole shit about the comic book craze like the US had. They had their manga, they didn't have anything, quite like what we were experiencing in the 70s. So Stan Lee goes over there, talks to the producers of Toei, and they're like, yeah, I really want a superhero show. And he's like, yeah, well, why don't we produce some stuff together? And what we got out of that was something that most people don't know exists. We get the emissary from hell, Spider-Man. Japanese Spider-Man is one of those cult classics because it's not Peter Parker. It's not, the normal origin story of Spider-Man where, he was bit by a radioactive spider. No, this is a ship landed in the earth and it was from the planet Spider. Okay. Okay. Good to know. He probably will. But it's kind of hard when you're by yourself. My co-host was busy today. So Bianca, I'm sorry you feel bored. And no, I'm not sensitive today. What I'm saying is I'm trying to give you guys an alternative entertainment, get the watch hours up, and do something while I'm running solo. There are other interns who are more than happy to pop up. They can jump in at any time. Text busy. Cooter Crabs asks, who's your co-host? It it is Tech Protect, as Keem had said. Unfortunately, he is tied up with other responsibilities. So Bianca's saying, I want to talk about Power Rangers and cry about shit after I dig mistakes for everyone else. Whatever the fuck you mean there. Okay. And no, we weren't talking Power Rangers. We were talking about Tokusatsu as a genre. Why don't you clean your ears? Maybe you can hear that. Anyways, um, so yeah, um, there's a lot there. There's been canceled series that ran for almost 20 years that of different shows. There is so much in the toku genre that you wouldn't believe that it even pertains to. Even the monster verse, the modern monster verse, is considered part of the toku sphere. Why don't I try and gaslight more coworkers? Okay. Well, you know what, Monarch? If nobody cares what I'm talking about, then why are you still here? Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't be here. Magic. Anyway, anyways, so we've got Kamen Rider. Couple years later, Ishinomori goes, I want to make a different style of show. I've got this one, but the concept of a guy that gets turned into a cyborg riding a motorcycle all the time. Nah, the kids love it. Let's do another show. But instead of 1, let's do 5. And that, in relation to Stan Lee, is where we get a few of the early seasons of Super Sentai. If you ever look at the first 3 seasons, you've got Go Ranger, you've got Jack, and then you got our next competitor. And give me one moment. I got a call. Anyways, so I'm physically buffering. Yeah. Yeah. All that screaming when we did raids really blew out my voice this week, and I've been trying to repair it, but also still give you guys what you need, you know? Anyways, yes, I'm being boring now. God damn. Wow. Okay. So, let me show you something. Let me show you a little something. See if it'll come up. But nope. Of course. Oh, that's right. That's right. I changed my internet. Okay, so let me give you some background real quick. Let me give you some background on some and Toku. So, what you're seeing right here is a common list to see. Now, you get things that have been adapted in the US, which, as you guys may or may not know, Sentai or Power Rangers was not the first Sentai to be dubbed. It was actually Dynaman. Dynaman was turned into a show for USA Network. It was a late night show. It was actually kind of wild where they did one of those comedy dubs where the dub was there, but it didn't match the action. It was very topical of the day. Had a lot of copyrighted music. A lot of copyrighted music. But then you get things like Android Kikaider. You get things like Full Common Rider. Amazon's was remade. You get Japanese Spider-Man. You get Super Sentai as a whole. Hell, they even turned Sailor Moon and Shogeki Goragan into actual live action. So, and there's a big competition overseas for this because Toei kind of cornered the market and they have some of the best produced shows, as well as the fact that they have the exclusive contract a lot of the Japan Action Club. And I keep bringing it up and I'm saying, talking about Japan Action Club, but this is a big business over there. Again, Sonny Chiba started it and he only took the best. You have to be an intern there for, I think it's like 2 to 5 years before you can be a actual member. Yeah. Chat's sounds like chat is on their period today. Jesus. Try and come up with content and try and talk to you guys about a subject that I'm passionate about. You know what? Fuck it. Why don't y'all ask me questions then? If you guys want to shit on me so much, how about it's chat shit on Phantom Night? There you go. How about that? Cause if you're gonna shit all over my content while I'm running solo, fine, fuck it. Ask some questions. I'll be more than happy. Why are you gay? I ain't gay, motherfucker. Oh, hey Naz, didn't see you in there. What's my body count? If I had to count off the top of my head, I'd say, I don't know, 25, 30. All right, let's see. Phantom's the funniest intern without trying. Okay, all right. I'll take it. I will take it, but I'm telling you, I realize things about myself all the time, guys. I mean, hell, I know I can't sit still. I can't. I told everybody the other day, I was like, I have to try and not move around so much, okay? How many STDs do you have? I have 0. Thank you, sir. Monarch asks, how many times have I gotten it in the ass? Well, contrary to popular belief, it's actually been 0. Try again. Let's see. Oh, no, Bianca. Bianca said, fuck the people engaging, right? No, I'm not saying that. You guys are actually enjoying asking me questions. How many times have you paid for sex? Well, unlike Boogie, 0. I don't like hookers. I can actually pull ass on my own, or not. You've heard 5 times? Prove it. I can tell you, I can get somebody to tell you that they heard it was 10 times. Doesn't mean anything. Have you paid your taxes? Yes, I actually did. I paid my taxes and I got a tax return here because I'm smart. And let me give you guys a fucking life lesson. Whether you're married or not, I have claimed single zero on my taxes since I turned 18 because I'd rather pay a little bit more out of my paycheck than have to pay at the end of the year. Why are you fake gay? I don't know, because honestly, sometimes it's funny because you guys all assume it. All right, let's see. Bianca says you had to spurg out to even engage or appreciate the fact we're suffering through this shit for the LCU. Okay, I'll give you that. But you know what? At the end of the day, we got to get the fucking watch hours up. So it's Q&A time. Let me do this. Let me put that up on screen so everybody else knows that it's Q&A time. Q&A with Phantom. Get to know Phantom so you can hate him a little bit less or maybe a little bit more. Where's my and? Oh wow. And a with Phantom. Ask anything. And we drop it right there. There she blows. All right. Back to what I was talking about. We'll get to questions in a second. Phantom was Sweet Tea original pimp of oh Jesus. I did have a pimpin' red suit. Yeah. So you know, actually, Bianca, I've never oil checked myself, and honestly, I mean, fuck. I'll tell you, like, I still okay. Everybody might. I'll give you guys an inside track on how my brain works quickly. Yes, quickly. So my parents tell me I love stupid comedy. And they can't stand it that I love all these shitty comedy movies like American Pie and all this. You know, I don't get your type of humor. I don't understand what people find funny about somebody sticking a finger in their butt for no reason. Okay? The fucked up part is, like, Jackass, I expect that out of. And, like, one of my favorite bits that they ever did was the helmet on with the tube and somebody farted into it. But I can't see somebody oil checking themselves on screen. Seriously. I cannot see that. Oh. Rebecca Black asks, will you be open to doing IRL content? Absolutely. I've always wanted to do that. And I did see the suggestion last night from somebody in the chat. I don't remember who, so don't hold me to it. But they said they would worry about me with a chainsaw and to use an axe. I actually do have an axe to cut up my trees, but I do know how to use a chainsaw. See, believe it or not, there's a lot you guys don't know about me. I'm an Army veteran. I worked in the field artillery. I come from a family of firefighters and police officers. I just kind of diverged down a different path. On the other side of my family, they're all car nuts. They're all gearheads. I didn't get my love of cars until my teenage years, but it's been varied. Um, let's see. I've worked many industries over the years, and I've done everything from build y'all's internet and make sure that it's running, as well as help transition you guys into HD TV. I've worked retail. I, I've done things in the telecoms. Let's see. I Bianca says I come from a family of criminals, and no, actually, believe it or not, we have not found any major criminals in the family. But it would be kind of funny. Phantom's ancestors were horse thieves from Croatia. I would love to know if that was true. Now, I do know we can trace our roots back to Mesopotamia. And we have trace DNA going all the way back there. So Monarch said, "Did he just say he transitioned?" I knew he was a bitch. You know, I wish I would have known that. I need to rewind it a little bit. Now, actually, most of the family is not horse fuckers. Where's the do-rag, Phantom? It's sitting on my desk, but we did have a heat wave come through, so it's been extremely hot today overall. So, anyways, thank you for everybody that is still here that came over. I don't know if it looks like the pit. Thank you, Glammy, for sending everybody from the pit over. And guys, I was doing this big talk about Toku, but I apparently bored you all in the chat. So here's the deal. I said, fuck it. Q&A. Go for it. Stick around. You want to know, you want to roast me, feel free. Hell, if you're in the Discord and you want to come up and talk, get in members waiting, because I'm here. At the end of the day, I'm trying to entertain you guys, and I've been trying to figure out how to break through the mold without being a complete spurg or having to wear the do-rag. I want you guys at the end of the day to enjoy the content that I bring, because I do try. Let's see. We got Naz said, Bama, he's a bald cap, not a do-rag. Mine was a do-rag. Actually, it was a wave cap. Let's see. What else do we got? George Bull said Boogie sucks. Okay. I mean, he did do all that time with Glammy and tried to go on vacation again. So, type shit. Yup. Let's see. The 10 black people Phantom knows are the ones his ancestors owned. Actually, we were never in the South. So sorry about that. Let's see. Diogo said, Phantom, nobody cares about Q&A. That's so 2018. You need to get some attention on you. What do you think about Xylee? She's live at the moment with more viewers. Well, I do know that Xylee has a good eye for the commentary community. I do know she is very opinionated. And growing up with a Puerto Rican in my house as well, I know how spicy and opinionated they can be. And you don't fight with them. That's why I kind of stop, because they are going to pretty much, especially Puerto Rican women, you did not mess with Mommy Henya, so she was boss. So, Other than that, of course, all the Ace shows are going to have more and things like that. Now, if you guys would like to transition back to me talking Toku or would like to talk more about it, fine. We can do that. I think it's a quite interesting. Did you guys know that one of the most famous Toku actors in all of Toku was in Kill Bill and you didn't even realize it? Like Kenobi says he's chilling. Don't pray. Okay, Diago says that I shouldn't praise Xylee and you need attention on you. Okay. I mean, the only hot take that I really have is sometimes I feel like you only get parts of the statement, and like even when you're trying to help, you get talked down to. I'm not a moron. I am not. I am the furthest thing from a moron. But what I can say is that sometimes people talk down to you around here, or they treat you like a kid when I've got more experience fixing things in the background. Now, what I didn't realize was that, with a name comes extra experience, but I respect her. I just don't appreciate being talked down to. As a man in my 40s, I would appreciate not being treated like a child when I'm trying to help, and clear conversation, clear directives, okay? Help figure out what's wrong with Glammy's stream, why nobody can clip Glammy's stream. Okay. Doesn't explain she's talking about Gino's clipping tool. Just says nobody can clip her channel. I go through all the settings. Everything's matching mine. Well, come to find out, there's a buried setting in there. But when I said everything's the same, but if you're using a branded account, which there's stipulations around what can be clipped, what can't, what you're an editor on, what's not. But then I come to find out we're talking about a completely different thing. So I go down this whole road, but I was being dumb because it wasn't clarified to me. Make that make sense. Make that make sense to me. That's one of the only things that pissed me. Look, guys, it takes a lot to piss me off. Okay? But one of the biggest things that pisses me off, and yes, you think I'm going to give you the secret sauce. No, you ain't getting it. Passive aggressive yapping. I mean, it is what it is. We're a B circuit show. We're running. Where the fuck are the rest of the goddamn interns? I mean, seriously, guys. Did you guys say you want it? Okay? You got me up here. Okay? The snail of the group. Call in. Unless this is some big payback, because you know what? Fine. I'll go back to yapping my shit, and you can just listen to me ramble. Did you guys see the trailer for the new Nuns and Guns game that is coming out? That Guns and Nuns Storming Hell. It was an official announced trailer this week. I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. You're literally emerging, Bianca said, as a Spurg. Okay. Well, then I'll be a Spurg. Fuck ever. Harry 2 says, I mean, the two main interns just got promoted. Okay, Belushi and Denmark. Alpha Gen Alpha brain rot. If that's what you look forward to, that's what you look forward to. I'm trying to help out, you know? So if I was just a seat warmer for this, well, guess what? Lock in, buckle in, and hold on. You know, I don't have the name that everybody else does, and some of them don't have names. But I also have enough self-respect for myself, and I know how to run a show. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, Bianca. I did not see you. I was trying to focus on one of y'all's critiques is that I don't stare at the monitor, that I close my eyes. Are my eyes open now? Can you see me now? Anyways, so how's y'all Saturday going? I hope the middle of the country is not getting hit hard with. Let's see. Anybody else? I'm trying my best to follow your reasoning, but you are all over the place. What is truly. You are beating around the bush. What was irritating to me is just being talked down to like I'm an idiot. I'm not an idiot. That's the biggest thing, Diogo. My biggest issue was I don't like to be talked down to. Actually, I'll tell you my biggest issues right now. I don't like being talked down to like I'm an idiot. I'm smarter than I look. We do play things up for the camera, but I do have a lot of business sense behind me, and I do run a lot of things for a living. Number two, I don't like being left out of the loop. Okay, it's fine. We get it. There's things that, oh, we're going to surprise people. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. You know, if you need me to be Phantom, I can be Phantom. If you need me to do something, just tell me. I will say the biggest issue in the LCU, one of the biggest issues, is nobody knows what the fuck is going on. You think we have it all together. No, there is mass confusion sometimes. There is legitimate mass confusion. Because you'll come off, doing a show and you're like, man, that was a good show, but you had something planned out and fucking people were plotting behind your back. They were plotting behind your back and they were trying to make you fail. And you knew nothing about it. All right. Bianca's in waiting. We'll bring her up as my voice is fading. Let me bring you in. Let me go back. Yes, ma'am. How are you tonight? Yes, ma'am. Oh, no, you sound. There's a bell. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How can we not hear Bianca. Well, that's interesting. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I can fix that. Yeah, I can fix it. I can fix it, y'all. Hold on. All right. Give me 2 seconds. Let me fix that. I don't know. That is the first time that has ever happened to me. Bear with me.
I haven't even smoked yet.
All right.
I really wish I did, but I didn't want to be extra mean.
There. You guys can hear now, right?
Testing
Yeah,
tech.
they can hear you. I see it in the That is the first
Okay.
time that it's ever done that. But to your point, I know you guys hold me to a higher standard. I know you guys are gonna flame me. I trust me. I
Oh,
have gotten
wait,
used to
Phantom.
that. Okay.
Phantom, wait. They don't know my point because they didn't hear the setup.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So what I was saying was you've been a host, right? And we saw you as a host. We saw you in a rotation, getting redirects and all like. So we do hold you to a higher standard. These B circuit shows, a lot of us are popping in, trying to show support, trying to do whatever we can to get another show on the circuit or monetized or whatever. We're trying to show you guys love. We may not even love the show, but we're doing whatever we can, roasting you, participating, whatever. You're going on about some weird fucking shit and nobody likes it, so we razz you about it. And instead of saying, oh, hey guys, thanks for at least fucking being here, you went on this whole fucking power trip. Nah, I spent a lot of time on this. Like, dude, chill the fuck out. And then you
Okay.
want to throw a hissy fit. Like, come on.
So I'll tell you the God's honest. I beat myself up more than anybody knows about
Welcome to the
this.
club.
Yeah. And I'm trying to be entertaining. So, and sometimes I think that you guys want me to make the fool of myself that I make, and I try and clap back like some of these other content creators. Let's be honest, guys. You guys are all watching. You all have seen me before. Other than when I'm spurging out, if you get to know the real me, I'm fucking boring as shit. I'm an old man to a point, and I'm trying to bring you guys at least into some of the things that I love,
And
so
that's understandable. Listen, no one's shitting on you for that. But if you're killing it and that's going to make other people want to leave and people are coming in and dipping right out, it is our job to tell you, yo, this is kind of boring. Just maybe pivot or maybe sum it up or do something different because we're trying to help. We're engaging. But if everything's going to be a joke or, oh, I do it all for a bit, you know that shit, A, ain't allowed.
yeah.
And B, not everything's a joke. Every time someone's feelings get hurt, oh, well, I was just, no. Like, just own it and pivot. Or you're just going to dot kill it on the numbers. And we're trying to avoid that. We're wasting the time here listening when we're having more fun in the chat fucking around with each other. Come on.
True. No, you make, you know what? This is the kind of chat that every now and then somebody needs. And this is the chat that honestly I probably needed today because I'm more worried about the business side of things on the back end going, okay, what the am I gonna do? How are we gonna blow this up? And yeah, I mean, I'm a fucking nerd.
No, but dude, it's clear you're passionate and no one's going to take that away from you about whatever it was you were talking about. I said Power Rangers because that was the first
I
frame.
know.
And I'm a Power Ranger nerd, okay? I wasn't trying to be a shit about that, okay? I give some guys a lot of shit and some guys I really like. It's not that I don't like you're cool, you're fine, but you need someone else to bounce off of. You need
I do.
and I get you're running solo and whatever else has been going on. But if that's when the chat is being that person for you to bounce off of, don't make your then co-host, aka the chat, your fucking enemy.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. And I was having fun talking to you guys that are watching in the chat. I was having fun doing the fucking question and answer because a lot of you guys don't give me you watch, but we don't interact as much in the Discord. So I will say that I was having a lot of fun with that. Honestly, I appreciate you coming up and tearing me apart, and you went light, but you know, I'll take the L. I'll take the massive L. I'm even going to it is Mormon.
There we go. See, you know what? Listen, you know what community you're in. That's all I'm gonna say. All
Yeah.
right. And I'm not saying that means you got to do the same shit like other channels on the A circuit that I'm gonna leave alone because I don't know who likes
Mhm.
who no more. But you don't have to dog yourself out every day. But if we're trying to be that sense of reason for you, be like, yo, we're here. Yeah, there's 20 people in chat, 40 people in the chat. We're saying shit not to be like, oh, ha ha, we're gonna hurt this guy's feelings. Like, no, motherfucker, listen, because we're all gonna dip and then Keem's gonna slice the channel.
Very true. Very
That's all. I'm gonna dip back out. Unless Tech Protect is gonna talk. It has a
he's trying to get home. That was the thing. I'm just look, I he said he would probably pop in if he could. I just want to
mm,
get some hours in, and just kind of because we're close. We're close here on Alpha, guys. We are close. Now, we were way ahead
how
of
close
Pitt.
Phantom, but how close are you?
We're about halfway there. We were
All right,
already at
sweetheart, you
about
didn't get that, but that's okay. That's okay. I was making a stupid joke.
oh, nice.
There you go. But so what is the plan? So is today we're just gonna call it Power Rangers because nobody knows what the fuck you were talking about, with no disrespect, but no one knows what the fuck that very few people know what that genre was. How much of the stream is going to did you want that thing to be the topic?
Well, that was my plan, and then going over some some of the background because people give me shit all the fucking time about when I say that, and they're like, "Oh, you're into kid shit," and I'm like, "No, there is a rich history there." I did want to. I had a whole essay yesterday. Well, not an essay, but I wanted to talk about. I love Creepcast. Have you ever seen Creepcast?
No. But
Creep.
can I just a point on that, and then I definitely want to know what Cripcast is, but a point on that. Nerds, right? Buff and Lacey. Even when it was Buff and Zay, they're the locale nerds, right? And how much shit do those guys get for talking about anime? And they're the locale nerds.
Exactly.
That's all I want to point out to you about that. I'm not giving you shit. As they would call Marvel a niche, that dumbass bitch. But it's something that's so I listen, you could pick a host and I'll tell you what I fucking think, but no, it's not my show. I'm just trying to be like, listen, I'm not an asshole to just be an asshole. I will tell you straight as it is. I don't think you're a bad guy. I think you're a lot better than a lot of the other interns. You've been a host, you know the rules, you know the ropes. Show us that you know that and give us a show in the network you're in. Now, what the fuck is Creepcast?
So, Creepcast is a weekly or semi-weekly podcast hosted by Wendigoon and Meat Canyon, Papa Meat, where they cover creepypastas and stories from Reddit are no sleep.
Oh,
And
yes. Yes, I
yeah,
do know.
dude, they've got some bangers like they did Baraska Part 5 and Baraska 1 through 4 was fucking amazing. It was fucking amazing. And then you get to Part 5 and the author fucking lost the sauce halfway through to the point that Wendigoon spent the last half doing it as Shinji from Neon Genesis. The Shinji
Okay.
voice, the very high-pitched voice. But they did one that about 2 weeks ago called I Clean Hoarders' Houses for a Living, about a guy that goes in and cleans out hoarders' houses, and he goes in one house, and there's this
Was it Becky's?
you would think. It sounded like it, especially with the creepy taxidermied creepy animals in there. But there was a painting, and it was almost like the Chronicles of Narnia. But a lot of people have issues with the story because it deals heavily in tryptophobia. You know, the
Mm,
the spots of things coming out of your skin that you saw.
that shit is fucks with you. If you're afflicted by that shit, listen, I'm not sane. I will never say I'm sane. But that, if I had that, man, you would need to put me in a padded ass room because that shit, like, people can be driving and it flares up. You could be like at the doctor and like shit will go wrong in your life. It is so bad, and I feel so bad for people like that.
Yeah, just like a honeycomb can set them off, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy, and this whole story is about clones and bugs, and the descriptiveness of this writer, how they described like looking into somebody's eyes and seeing almost 100 pupils and multiple doppelgangers and the descriptiveness of these things popping. I was so drawn in. I was like, okay, okay, okay. And then the fucking ending blew ass. I was like, it was so good. It was so fucking good.
Interesting. See, now, I don't know how well you are with the Crip Boys. I don't know if you know they've lost one of their trio, so it's just Riley and Carman now. But I would love for the Crip guys to be talking about shit like that.
I've
And it
been
seems
telling them.
almost, dude, it's like a waste of an idea on them. And every time Keem pops in or someone of note pops in, the fucking car man will be like, yeah, we're talking about AI. Like, no, motherfucker, you ran out of your car that you barely fit in to go get a pear off a tree and then showed us you eating it. Like, that's what you were doing on your stream. Like, no,
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
I
not content.
well, I had a talk with them Thursday night, both of them, because they were sitting there beefing across the server, and I'm like, and they finally come together, and they're sitting in right in this studio after I got off air on Thursday, and Pops was sitting there saying, we're not going live tomorrow because Riley needs a day off. And I sat there and he's like, "Well, I need I need tomorrow off. It's been a lot." I said, "You are making an utter mistake." I said, "You need to go live tomorrow. You got to get your watch hours up, but don't be talking about AI." I said, "You should be covering." I was like, "If I had that channel, I was going to suggest to you to swap for one day. I would be talking about cryptids. I would be having
Hmm.
discussions about, creepy pastas. It's horror season. What's the best, and there's
And this is
Pops.
what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. She's got the fucking nail right on the head. This is what we should be doing. But Riley wants to develop an organic podcast. And I mean, we're buddies, but he's the OBS operator. And I can't make the show seem like it's about me because that's how I've come across. I just want a fucking direction.
So Carman, I'm sorry, I gotta stop calling you that, but dude, at this point, it's just stuck. But
It
so
don't hurt my
Riley,
feelings.
no, but I mean, but so Riley is right. I listen. I love Riley. He seems like a sweet, sweet kid. But is he really what's stopping Crip from doing what Crip
Yeah,
should be doing?
yes.
Well, then we need to
Or
know
not
that
even.
because we just see it. Like you, dude, you got up, ran out of that car to get that pear. I'm like, there's no fucking way in hell he's coming back to eat a pear. That Keem hates it when people eat on stream.
Right.
There's
I was
no way this
hoping Keem would
motherfucker's
come in. It was a protest. It was a protest. I was hoping Keem would come in and be like, what
What
the
the hell?
fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Like, well, this is what the fuck's going on here. We're playing a game that was not discussed with me prior. Everybody knows my lore. I'm kind of new to the LCU. I'm not a day one guy. You know what I mean? So why are we going to play a game about who knows more? Thank God for Skeeter.
Yeah. Skeeter knows
Peter.
Come
everything.
through. Celebrity shot, right?
Yep.
Put him in my place. And then he kicked Sean's ass. And then Keem came and fired Sean. And that
Yeah.
was shite because Sean was my only help. And he was going the same direction too. But Riley's the OBS operator. He wants to develop the show organically. He doesn't think he's capable of producing a show. He's
Oh,
depending on himself to be funny. And honestly, it's making me an asshole to the rest of the LCU because it seems like I'm trying to overtake the show when I'm literally just trying to fill dead air. And now with no Sean, there's more of it.
well, do you feel like that you are getting that because the fact that you're pushing him to try and produce content, or are you getting that because you're expressing your concerns?
It's a little bit of both because I'm pushing him to produce content, but it seems like the production of content has fallen on me as we saw today in the show. I was up all night last night trying to put videos together because he said we weren't going on because he needed the day off. Okay, that's how things were going to go, right? So I figured I'm going to start working on this. I'll have a day. Next thing I know, we're talking, yeah, we're going to go live tomorrow. Okay, crunch time, break the coffee pot out. So I did this all day. Compression fucked me. Anybody who's ever rendered any type of information knows compression is a bastard. And it screwed me, and I didn't have it for game time, and then the codes weren't working. And Sean was doing his best, who got fired, by the way, to help us out,
Okay.
and it wasn't generating. There was something with the code; it wasn't working. And so I tried to pivot. So I went to my phone and I brought up the one thing everybody really wanted to know about today, which was Con Plan 8888. And we went through it, and we got distracted a couple times. Wonder Woman came through to tell her side of things. That was great. That whole interview was great. Anybody who hadn't seen it, go back and watch it. She's very passionate, and we love her. But yeah, man, bro. Have you seen my quote on my Discord server? If I had a Puckwudgie, oh boy, I'm all about cryptids. That
Yeah.
was before I was ever on a show.
Yeah, I just I don't get it. That was the part. See, that's where I get that a lot of these shows don't have to match the name of the channel, but we try and style it around that. You know, I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not alpha. That's hell. I got it. I got a border made that says "lol cow beta" just to make it, just to be
yeah,
funny. You know,
yeah.
um, but
The only way it would get better if is you had a pink shirt. You know what I mean?
oh
Like that
yeah.
just,
I actually
So
don't own a picture, believe it or not. Um,
I got like three.
but what I will say is, like, I've been screaming it to the heavens, like, this is what Crypt should be. And I'm not the only one. Everybody is saying the same thing. Everybody sees it, but Riley. So how do we change that? How do we shift that? Do
Well, Bianca sounds like she's ready to get down, and now that Bianca has the actual real scoop as to what's going on over in the crypt, I will tell you now, Riley does not do well with fan confrontation. So maybe now she's got the real scoop, she can go over and be like, Riley, we got to talk because I guess daddy didn't talk enough to get him to do things. Mama got to come in and clean up the mess.
Oh, I will. Because guess what? Here's the thing. if I like somebody, right? If I like a creator, I like a show, I will tell them, listen, I think you're doing great, but I'm also not just going to kiss your ass for no reason. You know, like I will tell them the good and bad. Riley's just comes off as a sweet kid. I can't help it. He looks like a baby, you
He
know?
That's
does.
why I
But
didn't murder
now
him
I,
yesterday.
but now I'm like, oh, you're fucking up the kind of show we've been missing. I mean, Tech Protect is literally still on screen. We had Madhouse. There was a
Mhm.
fucking audience for it. We got it
Yes.
yanked from our fucking hands. And then we had Local Dark, which turned into Tech Talk, which then turned into Bus. Like, come on. We want a creep. We have Reaper. Reaper's great, but Reaper isn't like that. Reaper is a different kind of
Yes.
darker energy. It's Xylee. It's Xylee's
I would
baby. She
love
does great.
to get Xylee to come over and do like a deep dive if she would be so willing to do it, because this would be fucking fabulous. She does great deep dives. If she could do a
She
deep
does. She's the
dive
queen.
into like a true crime, you know what I mean? That's not all over the internet already, and come over and tell it, man,
Yeah,
I'm telling
there.
you, I have ideas for this show, and Riley's being a soy boy going all organic.
Yeah, everybody.
But here's
That's
the
the
other
other
thing.
one.
But here's the other part of that. Like these shows are great. Like I wasn't gonna call in unless you guys say like, yeah, well you're in call-ins because you guys are the B circuit, which I have a question regarding that.
Yep.
Because you guys are the B circuit, like the has been hosts, the mods, whoever, they're just jumping into these shows. And I get it because they're the B circuit, you guys are trying to get so whatever will get the numbers up. But sometimes it kills a rhythm you're so desperately trying to build. So you guys have to
For
like
sure.
take that back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And you know what? Sean was a good driver. Like when there was dead
Mm,
air, Sean was good and quick with it, with pulling up, hey, check this out. Hey, we were talking about this in chat. You know what I mean? He was my other go-to gun. And he knew when I was struggling, he'd see it on my face like, fuck, I just came up with this. What else can I come up with? And because
right.
he knows I was struggling, because Bianca came in and was like, you make the show all about you. And I wanted to be like, I don't want to. But, I had to play the part. And man, I just want to do a great show for the LCU about something that I love and I'm passionate about. I came here for Skeeter, but now Skeeter sees that I have passion for something, because Crypt is something that I can really fight, sink my teeth into,
hmm
before I get, anyway.
Well, so I
Uh,
have a question for two of the hosts, you and Phantom.
Okay.
Now that let's bring this back to some LCU shit and see if we can stir up some shit. Maybe we can get some hot takes. And if
okay,
when y'all want to kick me, just fucking kick me, please.
All right.
Um, I so now that Chubby is on the B circuit, right?
right.
That and Mike is now the manager of Chubby's, and Chubby's runs the B circuit. Essentially, Mike is running the B circuit. What do we feel about this?
You read the same thing that I read.
Me and
About
Sean
that.
were talking about this
Yeah,
too.
I kind of got that same feeling, but I'll be 100% with you. I think it's a great idea. I mean, yes, Mike does things differently, okay? But that man worked for one of the greatest kayfabe wrestling managers in the world, who still has a following to this day. I would sit and listen to Paul Heyman talk for hours on end
Same.
to just
Same.
maybe get a piece of the knowledge that he had. People talk
Bro,
shit all the time.
ECW in the early days.
Exactly.
ECW in the early days. That was all Heyman.
Yep.
All Heyman, top to bottom. The wrestlers didn't get paid and waited till the next show because they were chasing Heyman. You know what I mean? But he paid him. He did right by him, and he's a genius.
And
But
to
now
that,
wait.
oh, go ahead.
So the thing is about this now. Now back to LCU stuff because Mike,
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Mike. Mike, I think he's done good with the LCU. I don't want him to leave. I know he's got Queens, and now and obviously Queens is whatever Mike's
Exactly.
design, you know. But he's got Chubby now. But let's see. He in the B circuit we have Rebel, which is Gidgey, which is a ex Queen,
Well,
and Cat
Gidgey's
Lady.
moved
Cat
to
Lady.
A circuit.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, but hypothetically,
Okay.
say Rebel was still in the B circuit. would that not be disadvantageous? I'm starting to smoke, so my words might be a little fucked up. But it might be, it might be to Rebel's disadvantage for Mike to be there because Cat Lady is now beefing hard and fucking Tina raw with roasts. Can Mike really be supporting such a show?
Wait. Was she awake long enough to do a roast?
Cat Lady?
Yeah. Did you not?
She's done
That
a
lady
couple.
rolls out of bed for roast. You
Yeah,
know what I
I
mean?
do too, in all fairness.
She wakes up to potatoes and carrots every morning. She
I don't
bringing the
know.
roast
The
at
other
breakfast.
morning, Cat Lady was damn near falling out of her chair. It was so
True.
fucking funny. Like I didn't get to catch
I saw
it live.
that.
Oh my god, at the end of the day. I don't want to be a rewind, but the end of that show when Keem came up, Gidgey could not keep a straight face to save her fucking life. It was the funniest shit ever.
Bro,
Keem
I
said,
saw that.
"Get a fucking
I was at
microphone."
work.
Yeah.
Fucking Cat Lady is going to go far in this
Mhm.
business, no matter it's with Gidgey or on her own. Bro, she was roasting dudes on Robitussin. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. True.
she's
Not
like,
the Robitussin.
right? Give that broad a Robitussin script and a sinus infection, and you're done. You're fucking done.
But you can see but listen, Tina is, we'll call respected, because I respect that
much
she's
so.
been in the game such a long time.
Yeah.
I don't like her. I don't like her content. I don't really find it. I loved her with Becky. I think she was perfect antithesis to Becky. I think she put Becky
Yeah.
in her place, and it was fantastic. I think she eventually was getting there with Gidgey, and that was more of a Gidgey thing. Gidgey was new, whatever. I love Gidgey. I know people feel very strongly about Gidgey, just like some people feel really strongly about Tina. But Tina has, I think, some of the least amount of haters in our community, but now one's a host with her ex co-host. Keem is a mastermind.
Well, let me ask you
Oh, he
this.
is.
Let me ask you both this. If tomorrow, there's always shakeups. If Keem came in and said, "Look, we're bringing Becky back," what would you guys? Okay, and I'm saying hypothetical.
I'm disconnected from the server.
You would leave the server, give up your opportunity because of Becky.
Becky destroys opportunities, and there's collateral damage when she's around. I don't want to be part of it. I'd rather just jump on the grenade and go.
Wait, is that real or is that kayfabe?
No, that's real talk.
Okay, I only asked because everybody has said that about Boogie at some point, about Becky at some point, about Tommy. I'm a huge Tommy fan. Back before he left, people said all this shit about Tommy. Everybody, no one's ever coming back. Savage. You weren't even allowed to say Savage's name.
Yep.
Roxy's back. Come on, there is not a chance that Becky is not brought back, which she won't be because her channel's dead. She's doing nothing. She realized she's nothing without Keem, and it's obvious. He can be like dance, clown, and she'll do it because he's funny, and therefore she's funny. But Becky won't come back, but even if she did, almost all, if not most of us, would still be here to see the carnage.
Oh, it would be a fucking train wreck and a half.
Oh, it would be so good, though.
It would. It would absolutely.
I just had an epiphany.
What's that?
What?
Keem is a mad genius. Mad genius.
Yeah.
He put an entendre with this move. He literally gave Gidgey her own Savage. Literally.
Yep. And you know who she went savage on? Tina.
Oh man, I want to see Cat Lady be savage.
Yep.
Right now. Like go pay per view right now.
She's so cute too. That's even worse. If she was ugly, they would be like, "Oh, she's an ugly." Like, no, she's cute. She's fucking smart. She's quick with it. Like, no, fuckers, you can't contend with that. I think she's like a.
Go ahead.
You know who she is? She's a young Xylee.
Yes.
Absolutely. Here's
Yes.
the matchup
I
I would
love it.
love to see. Right here in where I am, you have Gidgey. Right next to Gidgey, Becky. Nobody else. Let them go at it. And let's see.
Oh, that would be good.
Oh, the fucking hair would be flying. The claws would be coming out.
But here's the only condition. Here's the only condition. They have to take turns running the OBS.
Yes.
Yeah. Right, and you know what? You can definitely tell in the LCU who, at one point or another, has worked on a docket team, because you have all these hosts sitting there right now who are like, I don't know what to do. This show sucks. Let me start a fight with this one. Let me call this one this. You know what I mean? And all of us are sitting back down here in the B circuit, like, yeah. So we need a production budget. Who's got bus fare?
Yeah. No shit. I mean,
Well, that's like Boogie complaining about them. Keem said it today. If you did, you guys watch Keem? I'm assuming he's your boss. Just even if you didn't say you did, watch his live earlier today.
oh yeah, I absolutely
Okay.
watched it. The whole entire
So-
thing.
Yeah, it was only 40 minutes, but anyways,
Yeah.
when he said he was talking about Boogie and he was saying, you know, that I'm this, I'm that. Keem does this. He leaves me in a lurch. Blah blah. I make this man like doctor money a month, and he still wants more out of me. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's the problem with the hosts who are currently problems. You
Right.
got them comfortable, and now they're like, and when you shit on them because you want to make them be better, some can't handle it. And
Yep.
B Circus just like, can we get help? We want to play with you guys too.
I mean,
Yeah, because your shit sucks.
I mean, at the end of the day, like I was happy at 3 a.m. in the morning that I was making a few times. We made $300 in donos, and it was like, that's fucking amazing, because when you are a host and you're looking at the overnight shows and shit like that, the donators aren't throwing out $20 TTSs, things of that nature.
No.
They're mostly like $2.99s, $1.99s, you know, and they want to talk to you. They want to be seen. They want to be heard in between all the other noise. You know, and it's hard because also overnight, in that overnight slot, you have a lot of, you know, overseas audience. So you have to figure out how to entertain people that maybe don't know what the fuck, you know, something American, very Americanized is, you know, and you have to connect with them. Fucking Sweet Tea and her Cletus stories, those were hilarious. But of course, there was a contingency of the audience that went, oh, well, she's ripping that off of X, Y, and Z. I won't tell you what, but they were saying that. And it's like, okay, but really and truly, who the fuck cares at the end of the day? Who the fuck cares? Me spurting out about Labubu's. It was, I'll be honest, I can't stand the damn things, but you know, it made it so much funnier to see me going, no more goddamn Labubus.
Well, can
Right.
I tell you something?
Yeah.
And this might be to both of you. And again, if I get too much, just kick me because I don't, you know, I
No,
wouldn't be
you're
offended.
spitting facts. You're doing good.
No,
I'm
no, no.
having a great time.
Good. Well, all right. So here, listen. So y'all both have heard my ire. Now, hear me out. Both of your shows, I've seen Crip more because again, like just the name itself, I kind of want to go and be like, ooh, cool. What are they talking about? And I was into watching the show initially because I was like, okay, it's three guys and they're all kind of like bullshitting, but they have some kind of personalities to them. So cool. I'll keep watching. And you guys engaged. It was cool. And then you guys dropped Sean, and then it was okay. Now it's two people. It's a lot more forced. They're still not talking about the topic. It's a little, you know. So I didn't watch the last episode when I had watched the two before that. Now Alpha, I checked in initially when it started, and I was like, oh, it's a panel of a lot of guys. This should be funny. They're all going to try to be Alpha. and it wasn't really anything. No disrespect, but it would just kind of, it just kind of floundered to find itself. But it's called Alpha. You're also not doing the thing. And like, it doesn't, your show doesn't entirely have to be about what the name is, but it has to resemble it in some way and be entertaining. And I think you're all struggling. That's all.
I honestly think it was more of a joke than anything,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, we all know that I'm not alpha. I've done my push-ups. I mean, hell, I've done alpha things in my life. You should see some of the shit that I've done over the years, but I can't dox myself. But what I will say is that when you look at me, you don't see alpha, and I think that's part of the joke. Put Phantom on alpha, when he is totally not. Funny part is,
But
you know,
I
But
think
the
he
only
was
example
expecting you to
to
go the
that
other way
is
with him.
the only example, and I'll go for a second. But the only example of that is I tuned out of Alpha from the beginning when I actually would have cared about something like you going on a tangent about. I would have liked to tune into an episode of you having a rant about Labubus on Local Alpha. That is a funny concept, but I would have never had the chance to see it because I tuned out a while ago. And tonight I tuned back in, and it was again making me want to just tune back out.
okay. Viewer
Now, I ain't gonna
feedback,
lie, I was in
guys.
here the other
Viewer.
night with Tech. That was a great show you guys were doing that night. Like, you
Oh
guys
yeah,
Didn't
ripped
see
that
it.
night.
like nobody's business.
That night was actually a really good night. Last night kind of got derailed because of live and everything, because there was a lot going on, and people shit on us like, oh yeah, that's gonna get you monetized. You know what? If you would have missed it, guys, you would have been pissed off.
Right?
So, you know,
I just
uh,
got one question for him. I just want to know what high school library brought us Tech Protect. You know what I mean? Like that he developed that somewhere in a high school library, staying after school, putting books back on the shelf. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's
And
like
like,
Igor.
he said,
maybe I
you,
think he'd like that. I think he'd take that as a compliment.
Well, no, because that's like how his opening character on Madhouse show, which I guess they're
yeah,
not doing anymore, is he opens the show kind of like I don't remember who runs Madhouse, David Joffrey. He's David Joffrey's Igor on that show, so he kind of comes in with it because he's already had it practiced and down.
yes. Well, let me give you the inside scoop, Bianca. I will, because you missed it last night, but I'll give you the inside
Mm-hmm.
scoop. One of the things when Keem announced that Tech was going to be the co-host over here, the first thing one of the first things I asked him, I said, the community has been missing some of that Madhouse. You talked to Bunny,
Mm.
and Bunny is coming on Tuesday.
Okay,
Nice.
all right. I'm not sure about her so much, and that's nothing personal to
Well,
her. I
we
just
can't.
remember she was more controversial when everything happened, and the females here are vicious, and
Oh
they're
yeah.
not going to take kindly to somebody who was, with Brantley. I'm just saying, but that means, you know what
I
that
get
means
it.
for you guys is it's going to be a better show because more people are going to be talking and reacting to it.
Oh yeah.
Listen, perceptions can change. I was the shot caller guy, remember?
True. Now,
You did a
one
shot collar.
perception is never going to change is me being
That's
a
been handled.
snail.
We're past that. The old news.
Shout out to Ken in the chat. Thanks for joining,
Is it
sir.
the Ken?
It is the Ken, it looks like.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss him.
I do
How
too.
you can?
So,
He's an OG who can come in. Phantom and Ken. I know Ken already said no about another show earlier in the Discord, but imagine Phantom and Ken.
we had
Yeah.
That's an alpha cast.
you mean Bigfoot and Bigfoot Alt?
Yes.
We had already a lot of
Wait,
us.
Bigfoot squared.
There you go. We had there's been like the three of us, me, Steak, we're all vets. We're all Army vets. We had kind of talked about we should do it would be cool if we could do lolcow vets,
But you could
something
do it
like
as
that.
lolcow alpha. Why wouldn't the lolcow alpha be a vet? Come on, it fits
That
perfect in the
is
branding.
very true.
Team is brilliant. He just hasn't done it yet.
Yeah.
He don't worry, he'll figure that idea out for himself here in a minute.
Oh, I bet. That man, listen, I've watched that man for like not as long as everybody else. Like I watched Baited more as a rerun than when it was happening. But I've watched Keem for the last like 10 years, and every time he does something new, I remember when he first pitched a Lol Cow universe on his last podcast. And I was like, that'll never work. He wants to work with Boogie. Who even knows who that is? Completely oblivious. And now here I am 2 years later, hooked on a fucking human centipede of drama he created. He's a fucking mastermind.
He
See,
is.
and somebody just dropped in the Discord the other thing that I would love to do. Lolcow scam baiting. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Because I fuck with those people and I set up phone systems for a living, and I'm like, oh my god, I could fuck with you so bad. I could fuck with you so bad. But then
Wait,
then you
what are
come
you talking about? What even is
Sean's
that?
scam baiting.
Sean's a cybersecurity expert.
So scam baiting is where how you get those calls, you see them online where they call you and they pretend to be, or you'll see an ad and you'll call the number and they'll pretend to be like PayPal or something like that. Well, it's become an epidemic to the point that a lot of the scam protection that you're seeing on cell phones and other things, your stir shaken, all relate to that because the elderly population is getting massively scammed, and they're getting, and it's people in India and Nigeria, and it's getting worse. Fake Facebook profiles. They pretend to be
Oh, yeah.
services out there like air duct cleaning, and there's a dedicated community around that. You've got like Kit Boga, you've got Scammer Payback, which is Pierogi. One of the old OGs is starting to come back, Lewis Tech, but they call these places and they just keep them on the phone and just waste their time, because at the end of the day, the more time they're on messing with you, the less time they can be scamming. And it gives us the
Oh,
ability.
wow.
Yeah, it gives them the ability to capture IP addresses, things of that
Phone
nature.
numbers. Yeah. Yeah. They can literally get to the
So,
point where they track their actual physical address and cut power to the building. Like
Mm.
they get
okay.
down like that. And the epidemic right now is elderly people getting their homes taken from them by scammers who just come out of nowhere, become the deed holder to their home, and are throwing these elderly people out on the street.
Yeah.
So this sounds like a fantastic, solid 2-hour stream one day for Alpha. These people are doing trying to like combat this thing for like greater good, and like that sounds like a great segment you could do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to actually do it because Team won't like that,
No,
but
he doesn't
to
like
cover it
call-ins.
and it could be like a CoffeeZilla kind of thing, just about this.
Yeah, that ain't a bad idea.
I have a lot of them.
Oh, I can tell. I can tell. You're like me. It's like you can think about this
All right,
stuff and
Phantom, let's not go back to insults. Let's not go back
no,
to
no, no,
insults, but go
no.
ahead.
I do have a
She
lot
needs
of
a docket
ideas.
job.
It's
She needs
the
a docket job.
execution.
I need a what?
You need a docket job. You need to be on somebody's docket team.
Oh, I was on the new Rewind's docket team for a day, literally a day. And they were like, what show, we need people to cover bus timestamps. I'm like, okay, I'll do bus. I love bus. I didn't watch it today. It's not on today. Anyways, I love bus, and a lot of people give it shit, just like everything else. I will call out bus when they're doing stupid shit, but the rest of the time I really like it. But I was supposed to do timestamps that night. Like 2 hours later, I got high, I passed out. Next day, I get a message from Zay. She's like, I don't know who has bus, but they did not do any timestamps for last night. So, and then a minute later, I was kicked from the docket team. I'm like, dudes, I had like chill, just chill.
Bianca, why don't you go for one of the tryouts? Why don't you go talk to Keem about one of the tryouts? It's very clear you have a
Because
knowledge.
I have a very Shannon can attest that I mentioned this earlier. I have a very specific family type that my face cannot really be seen because I don't want news stories to come back out. I haven't done
Oh,
shit, but everybody
okay.
else in my family has extracurricular activities. So Keem would never give a job to anybody that
Gotti.
wouldn't camera or
She's a
something.
Gotti.
So
Yeah, she's a
a what?
Gotti. A Gotti.
Yeah.
John Gotti.
Listen,
We don't talk
honestly,
about the family.
we're like a redneck Gotti.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay. So meth or
So, but
moonshine,
anyways,
which one?
because listen, if that was the one thing that I could do and throw my hat in the ring and I'll drink eggs and I'll do all the stupid shit to then just prove I have some good ideas, I'd chase it. But in the meanwhile, that's never gonna happen. So what do? Every stream that's live, I go in, I throw comments, I throw likes, I jump to another stream, I support the network I love.
So let me ask you
Okay.
this. As
Yep.
a viewer, okay,
Mm.
which you said you work overnight, so over the summer you probably caught me on Tech Talk. Why do you think as a viewer I failed with Sweet?
So here's the thing, Sweet Tea was not likable until of late.
Okay.
Was 50% of the problem. Nowadays, I love Sweet Tea. I think she's really come into herself. I think
yeah.
Ginger was a nice
She had the right
transitional time for her. And Copper leaving and her getting that spark and starting to be like, no, I'm into this shit, and then nailing it on Bus.
Yeah.
She has had skyrocket quick. It just took a bit to get there. So we have you, dear Phantom, who is drowsy usually.
True
And
at 3 a.m.
because you have a hard time focusing, you can find a good topic. You just have to make it work when you're doing it and for how long. Like other things. Anyways, so that was half of the problem. The other half of the problem was Sweet Tea wasn't Sweet Tea yet. And
Very
so
true.
therefore the show had to
Yeah.
go because Keem already had an affinity for Sweet Tea because he could see where she was going.
Oh yeah.
If I recall, there may have been some scheduling problems we were having at the time. Maybe not. Maybe there was different
It was
hosts.
me. It was me.
Okay, but that
Because
was
I work a
so
full
that.
time
But that's
job.
why you. But that's probably why he took you off that and not her. Because look at her, she has nowhere else to be.
And I'm not upset about it. I just always like to hear actual genuine feedback, not just, oh, you fucking suck with Sweet Tea. You couldn't.
Did you hoe her out? I've heard. What is the allegation there? I know she claimed Billy tried to hoe her out once, which was bullshit. Vote for Billy. But why does she say that you? Why did someone say you're her pimp or something?
Oh, okay. So one of the coppers.
Yeah, I'm dying for that story.
Okay. The Ginger stream that I don't believe you can watch anymore because my dumbass grabbed the wrong fucking slider on that video to cut out a damn nip slip. There's only 6 seconds left of that stream. But I was wearing my red suit.
Slip?
It was Lacey. They were both ungodly drunk. Ungodly drunk.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, that was the 2 girls, 1 buff stream that he wants everybody to forget. And he's like, thank you, Jesus,
don't start on
you
Buff.
fucked
Don't
up.
come for Buff.
Oh, no. Buff's my buddy. Anyways.
Okay, just saying.
And he'll rip me a new one every fucking day. He does it all the time.
And he'll giggle while he's doing it.
Yeah, I know.
That fucking laugh, that laugh of his, I'm like, I think you're a Joker type.
And then he pops in right before he leaves and he goes, muffin button. And then he does that giggle and he goes.
Oh, yeah, that's Buff.
I think what's even funnier is whenever he's in like this full despicable laugh, like heinous laughing, and then he just stops straight face.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
That
Oh
kills
He's,
me.
yeah.
you know what he
That
is?
kind of every time.
He's like a character from The Office, but for us.
True.
He just does some silly shit and then looks right at the camera, like, okay, now what?
Like, Pops, I just thought of something. And I can
Mhm.
tell my meds have worn off because it came to me like that, and the ADHD has fucking kicked in overdrive.
Oh god.
Emergency
Y'all,
boner.
so I've got the wall and I've got Donnie Darko here, and I'm staring at myself trying to be locked in. And I'm sitting here looking at it, and I'm like, y'all should cover The Wall, the movie, on Crypt.
Mm.
Because
The Wall. You mean Pink
yes,
Floyd?
yes, the
Bro,
movie, the one with,
what the fuck makes you think Riley knows who that is, what that is, when that is?
You have to teach him the ways.
yes,
What am I, the fucking Mandalorian? This is the
Yes,
way.
well,
dude, The Wall, the movie gets so much hate, but if you watch it back today and realize how much iconic imagery is in it. Yes, it deals with a lot of heavy subjects, especially substance abuse and the breaking down of somebody into psychosis and damage from mommy dearest and everything. But you take that out and you just it is a sonic groove that is just it will stick with you. I mean, my favorite imagery is the marching hammers, and it's probably one of the darkest moments of that movie. But those marching hammers is just so
Yeah.
iconic.
And
you
to
know,
a
that might
hammer,
actually
everything's a nail.
That's
that
right.
might actually
CJ
be better.
Johnson brought up the
That
nostalgia.
actually
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say the Nostalgia Critic redid his own version of The Wall a few years ago.
Did he?
The only thing about doing that kind of like coverage of show is it's going to be heavy on like clips of the movie or clips of songs, and there's a lot of unclarity. Sure, Bianca. There's a lot of things that aren't very clear right now about what is copyright striking ability and what isn't, especially for the B circuit shows. So like, get with a mod, be like, what can and can I not do, and then run with it.
Well, and there's making it transformative and, just showing the clip. If you just show
Yeah,
the
but don't
clip,
piss Keem off in the process. That's the other key
exactly.
to it. Don't never piss off Keem unless you make him a lot of money doing it.
Exactly. That's why Twiggy gets away with half the shit that he does,
He's also a real life Joker. There's that, and
He
he's just
is.
I'm an original OG Twiggy stan. I've gone through a lot just to
I
be
was
a
so
fan of
Yeah.
Twiggy.
Hero Dad
I was
said,
so pissed at you.
why?
Well, they were on Aussie the other night and they were doing what Crypt should be doing. Okay. So it's Twiggy, it's Steak, and it's Keen. And they're talking conspiracy theories and aliens and creepy shit and cryptids. And I'm like, my bat ears up. Pardon me, bad hit. Anyway,
Oh, when you popped up and he kicked you?
yeah. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Like, I wanted to fucking get in that conversation. I've been aching for this on my show for 4 episodes. God damn it.
Okay, so here's my
Y'all,
advice. Here's my advice with Riley. You have a much more dominant personality, okay? So, and you know how to talk. So, if he doesn't want to talk about it, force him to talk about it. In other words, talk. Just he starts trying to derail, you bring it back up. You show that that's what you're passionate about.
100%. Like I
But
do want to but I didn't want to make it about me. You know what I mean? I've already been called out for that, and
wait, the
I
only
just
the only thing that can cut that, because like listen, I've ragged a lot on Carman, okay, like a lot, and I think almost all of it was deserved. But Riley has just been this cute, likable kid who's like running the show, and he's new, or well, actually he's not new, but whatever. He's so likable right now. Us as fans now knowing he's the one that's withholding the shit we want. Well, no, now Riley, we need to have a talk,
Yeah.
and he's about to catch up with your ass and spankings,
I like to be
and
spanked.
then that
Though.
will help you.
Oh, God damn it. Pops.
What?
What? What did you say?
He
You're
What
said
did
I
you
fucking
say?
like to be
shaming me.
spanked.
Good. Everybody should. It's a healthy fucking response to pressure. Anyways.
Right, right. God damn it! It's about acupuncture shit
Yeah.
and chakras
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah. Shock value.
Don't help me. Don't help me, Carmen.
Gotcha. Beat me.
Have we like dived in numbers? I'm so nervous
No,
because I don't want
actually,
to.
we've been doing better than we were. We were
Oh,
doing
well, good. I'm
good.
glad for you.
We've been fluctuating, but we've been somewhere in the 50s. So
We are presently competing against Reaper, though, and
yeah.
Reaper's
And
title was something about Boogie quitting.
No
Come on,
hate.
Siley, you want to watch that?
yeah, there's
Yeah, no
and see
hate.
that's one of the hardest things about the B circuit. Unless you have an A talent coming up here with you, one of the A shows, you're always competing with the A circuit. And I don't want to talk shop, but it is a struggle because people are sitting there going, why would you go against Bus? Bus pulls all these numbers. Yeah, but if you watch these shows, guys, if you watch these shows, I can't tell you how many times I've sat in chats watching these shows and they're going, it's boring. I wish I had something else to watch. I wish I had something else to watch. The second half of Live isn't the greatest. That's why or
I
Rewind's
think it's better.
boring.
I always think the second hour live is better.
It usually is. So,
Lately, anyways.
anyways, so it's like you can either go head to head with some of the biggest shows, because a lot of us on the B circuit are also limited by our work schedules. So, like
Right,
me,
of
I
course.
have to go in the evening. And so I decided when we were trying to set everything up, we were like, okay, I'll do half of the bus and half of the end of Live. Now that may get switched around. We may get moved up. Hell, I mean, I'm just grateful to be here on the platform, being able to speak and get roasted by every single one of you miserable fucks watching. I love every single one of you guys, but I'm
All
grateful
right, don't be
that you're
Tina
here.
now. Don't be Tina now. And
Yeah.
I love all of you in the chat. Yeah, we don't love you. Anyways.
Yeah.
So here's the thing to that though. Not everybody's Xylee though. Like I love Tommy C. And obviously if you can't go against that time frame, but there are shows that are A circuit and there are shows that are on the A circuit. Find
Yeah.
one you can run against and offer it. The other thing that Cash started doing was he'd start second hour of like balls and end at live. Or he would have like a crossover, so he touched like 3 different time slots or 2 different depending on the day. You should be doing that. Don't start at 8, start at 9. So if people aren't into Bus by 9, then go live. You'll
We
have a better
can't.
chance of pulling them away
We
than
can't.
competing with them at the start.
Fortunate. Now we have
Oh.
a schedule. At first, it was a free for all.
Well, at least on the weekends.
Yeah. It was a free for all, and what would happen was everybody would be streaming on top of each other, so we're all fighting over the same 100 viewers, and so people are trying to space out. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it is a grind. We saw our numbers, our watch hours went down after the first week. They've come back up a little bit. It's a grind. But we don't have the time to grind like a lot of other people.
But I will tell you why this came about. And I could be wrong. I'm probably not, though. You guys in the B circuit have no one to blame but yourselves because last Saturday he went live. He was holding at least 2K solid on a Saturday afternoon. He had that to package to any show. Now, if any A circuit show didn't show up, that looks bad enough, but the B circuit could have gotten the live redirect. Y'all knew he was live, or at least should have checked in because he's been saying he's going to do it. And when he had to kill and not give a redirect to somebody, that pissed him off.
You're absolutely
So y'all
correct.
have none of y'all can blame nobody but yourselves. I understand we all have our lives, we all have our time restraints, but we also know what the fuck we signed up for or what y'all signed up for. So that's when it's good, and when it ends up kicking you in the ass, bend the fuck over and let's go.
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of the people in my chat got lost when I made the pizza shop reference to our show. I'm going to explain that in that everybody wants to eat, or maybe some people want to eat, but nobody knows when you're open. Quit changing the fucking time, Riley.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the other thing though. Like I mean, but again, Mike is by transition now in charge of the B circuit. So now it's going to be interesting. Well, who did he put against Queen's time slot? Who did he put against Live? Is he trying to sabotage one show over another? There's a whole drama to be played there out itself. Pick up on it and then cover it.
It's going to be interesting.
Does Riley make Mike nostalgic because he looks like a very young kid behind the camera when Kid Behind the Camera got started?
Every fat kid looks like the kid behind the camera.
Well,
I didn't. I look like a trout.
To everybody, we are now locked in at the 7 Eastern to 9 Eastern. That is our time here on Lolcow Alpha. It was 8 to 10. It is now 7 to 9. The Chubbies go at 9. We've got Pit right before us and Crip before that. Now, what I will say is, I know exactly what you're talking about for that redirect, and I would have been ready for it. I had my dad's birthday. I could not be away from. I actually did step away to help Riley get set up for Crypt. But yeah, that I could not be there, and everybody knew that.
Listen. But listen, this is not a hey Phantom, you show up. Hey Carmen, you
I
show up.
agree. There were 4 other channels.
But your job is to make sure that when you are networking with these other hosts, that if you know and they know you're not available to pick something up that comes in hot, then you can lean on Carmen. You can lean on not maybe Denmark now, but maybe Denmark. When Tina doesn't have a host that will do the OBS for her, like that says a lot about Tina in that moment, right? Like you don't have anybody that can. No one's willing to spend 2 hours just so you can, because they know they have to carry. They have to do more for what? For more aggravation.
Well, and we are very limited on runners right now. OBS runners.
Well, that's a problem. Somebody needs to take up the baton and fucking learn it.
Well, one more thing.
Again,
Sean did.
Team is
Sean
saying this is the standard. Yeah, well, now we have to get Sean back. Bring Sean back.
We can't. Well, I don't know if Sean wants to come back. I mean, I still talk to him very frequently, but Team doesn't want him here, and I don't know why. Team says it's because he can't understand him or something like that.
Yeah, that actually might be it. Team, you have to remember, as smart. Team, listen. If Team ever heard,
I get it.
No, if Team ever heard these words come out of my mouth, I would probably be barred from the Discord. Team reminds me of my husband. He's extremely smart, but sometimes very fucking stupid. Like, how do you not understand? No, that's not the word. And like, no matter how many times you tell him the word, he has difficulty with it. Like, yes, but you're brilliant at the same time. So if he can't understand you, he may realize there's content there, but he's like, no, I don't give a fuck. There's content there. I can't understand you. You need to go. But he's honest about it, so you have to give the guy credit. But I love Sean.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can say yourself, We lost viewership after we lost Sean.
Yep. I was hoping you didn't, though. As crude as I've been to you, again, mostly deserved. I didn't want that to happen for you guys. I was really hoping that would kind of like pop that energy right there. But no, Riley's gonna hear it from me. If y'all let me come up, I will say it to his face. I won't even bother putting it in the chat because that little boy, I built you up. I didn't build you up. That's bullshit. I used the wrong word. I've thought very highly of you, and I've been very, very, very nice to you. You little fucking boogie now? No, 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 no.
I'm a big
They
boogie.
said,
You're
what
a
did you say
big
earlier?
boogie. We gotta
Oh,
get you at least in the
damn.
house, out of the car. I mean, it's a good thing right
No,
now.
keep him in the car.
You think?
Dude, your name has to be
Dude, that's my
Carman. I'm
stick.
sorry.
That's my stick.
That's
It's
what I
the
mean.
stick.
You're a Carman. That's why they said
I
Pops.
ran
I'm
out
like,
of my
who?
car to go eat a fucking pear, bro,
I know.
If you
in
could,
protest.
then you need like a small USB-C mixer that'll be XLR, and then you can have the good mic.
No. All he needs to do is put his camera up so we're not fucking looking up his nose every 5 fucking seconds. And get another screen so
I
he
have
can
big
actually like read
nostrils.
chat. That's all he needs right now. He doesn't need anything extra extravagant. This is his build. This is his thing. Just move the fucking camera up some way. Get some duct tape. Just move the fucking camera up so we're not
Okay,
fucking.
real rap.
Looks like we're going
I
down
had
on
a
you.
setup. I had a setup. I did. I had a setup. And I was all right. And I was face on for a while for the first couple shows, right? And then my kid got my dog all riled up in the car, and it was down, and the dog hit the thing, and it broke the thing that holds my phone and holds my light. So,
Okay, McGuire.
internet,
All right, so
Paris.
talk to your alpha friend here. Alpha, advise him right this fucking minute. Advise him on how to best fix the situation tomorrow so his next stream is better. Do it.
Bro, gas station sells phone mounts. $5.99. Dollar
Yeah.
General. Dollar General. Go to the Dollar General.
Hey, I got a Dollar Tree. I'll get some fucking paper clips, fucking pipe cleaners, plastic forks. My dad taught me how to use garbage. He was a junk picker. I know what's up.
There you
Well,
go. I
then
mean,
let's fucking go.
even
So
pipe
Monday,
cleaners.
I better see a better fucking angle, right? Or I'm gonna roast you twice as hard because you're acknowledging you can man up and do this for the sake of your content. Fucking do it.
Yes, mommy.
I'm younger than you, and I still have a bigger dick. So
Damn.
I don't doubt that.
y'all don't want me to talk like that because I can keep it TOS, but people in the chat will not like it.
No.
Honey, you've never been in a man's locker room. You keep it as raunchy as you want. I don't give a shit.
Well, no, the worst part of it is, I'm very like, I don't know. I think it's funny. I think sex is hilarious to talk about because everybody has a different opinion of it. Like, come on, who doesn't have a funny sex story? Like a virgin, basically.
Right.
But it's hilarious because like, girls are. I had a fucking.
Girls are dirtier
hot,
than men.
we want to be. We just don't have alpha men. So help do a segment on that. How to be alpha for your woman.
Quit trying to. You women need to quit trying to tell us all the time that, this is the definition of alpha because we're not all Chads mewing with fucking straight square
This
jaws.
is a pussy talk. This is pussy talk. This is pussy talk because
when you get to my age, you can't be alpha because every time you try to do alpha, she's like, ow, my hip. So no.
Okay,
No.
wait a minute. There's limitations. There's bodily limitations. Okay, you can't ask the fat bitch to do a handstand. Okay, but listen, my point is, are either of you taken, married, gay relation? I don't know, whatever. Do y'all have people?
Yes.
I've been married 30 years.
Okay, just yes and no answers for the segment, please.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, Madam Counselor.
Thank you. So my point is, you guys know the kind of women or partners, whatever you have. How do you alpha up in a way she recognizes and appreciates, and then use that in a not really superficial, but like in a genuine way, and use that as relationship advice. Do a segment on how to be alpha because I did this and I got my girl. Something. It would give us more insight into you without doxing yourselves, but
Yeah.
it would be a nice thing that just a huge different section. We love when Bus does the porno segments, but not every single day because it's like, okay, I've watched this porn already. It's literally the same scene.
Yeah.
So just have different random segments you can sprinkle in. Every day doesn't have to be the same, but take advantage of what you've got. Now, the sex jokes are the best part because you can push to TOS and still do something that almost no other show really touches. Both
If
shows
you
could
got
do that.
someone who can play with innuendo, it can be done very well and very classy.
Well,
Classy.
and that's
With
kind of
class.
what me and
It doesn't have to be
Tech were.
classy. It has to be funny.
With tact. Tact. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
tact.
Tact.
Eh, I don't know. But again,
That might be the T and TOS.
but that's what I'm saying. Go to the line and then take 5 steps back for safety reasons. Again, don't ever piss off Keem.
Yeah.
But, but like, no, come on. Women love dirty jokes. And then they want to be all that. This will all circle back to, I may have gotten us off course there for a moment. Alpha, like what women consider alpha, I know to my my husband, to me, when he does something that's alpha or I would consider alpha, I'm like, I can tell you exactly what it is. And that's why it makes me completely melt. And I'm like, okay, yes, can I suck your dick tonight, please? Like, it's just, you can channel into that and use that as being alpha.
See, and in my opinion, I'll tell you something. I think one of the most alpha things out there for a man to do is be fucking responsible. Do your job, make sure your household's taken care of, step up, do dishes, do fucking chores around the house, take care of your children, not sit back and be like, I worked all day. I'm the man of the house because I've seen it. I have seen it. And I have heard these people tell their significant others, I'm the alpha of the house. I say what goes. And it's like, dude, you're acting more like a bitch. Yeah, I may sound like a bitch. I may seem like effeminate, but at the same time, I keep a roof over everybody's head. I keep food on the table. If you need a day off, I'll give you a day off. Like, you don't have to ask twice. If I see that you're not feeling well, I'm taking care of you. Don't worry. You go take a rest.
Okay, here's
Hot
the thing
take.
with that.
Hot take.
The only, yeah, you go.
People say based, okay? Like these kids walk around going based. No, man, you don't know the real meaning of based, bro. You're just walking around using a buzzword. Based, based is you are the man, you go to work, you make the money, you come home. You handle the things around the house that a man would do, the outside work and all that good stuff. But the wife stays home, raises children, doesn't work for herself, is completely subservient, and that's the base lifestyle. So when you say I'm based, that's bullshit because to be alpha, after you put your 40 hours a week in, sometimes 40 hours plus, guess what? Mama's going to be sick or mama's going to have a boo-boo or mama's just going to be at the point where she's about to end up in an A&E documentary. So
Well, hold on,
you
because the only problem with that is, and not that there's a problem to it, not that I mean any disrespect. Again, I'm smoking, so.
No, you're fine.
Anyways,
go
I
for
know,
it.
but listen. Wait, no, I am an asshole. The reason my handle is Bitchy Bianca is because I'm a bitch and my name is Bianca. It's not that fucking hard to figure out. But if I ever get to a point that it's like, no, like you're just being whatever, like I'm okay with that. I'm okay to admit flaws. I'm not like, I don't know,
Yeah.
Tina. Anyways,
Yeah.
the only thing with the alpha thing is yes, Phantom, you are more feminine. You are more not feminine. You are more unclassically manly, just the way you talk, but you do both sides. You work really hard, and then you help, which we already know you help. You give us that perception when we look at you. But
Meta
we
man.
need to see that other side of you to know that, oh, he actually does both. And then you have Carman, who is very much more living in that vein, but so he could, talk to you. You guys could share experience about that and talk about that. And Keem is still going to come in and slap his dick on the table and be like, I make the money, my bitch does the dishes. So
Wait, what's Monarch talking about? Not
I can't see
derailing.
that.
Oh, I'll tell you. Monarch just dropped in the chat. I can't wait for
Monarch.
Gigi to get shut down when they find
What
out
did
what
she do?
she's been doing. Her days are numbered.
Oh,
Gigi, I know you
Gigi.
were in the chat earlier. What the
She's
hell have
always
you
in the
been
chat.
doing?
Oh no, did she take your suggestion and go start a show with Becky? You bastard. Phantom, what did you do?
Oh shit, did I really?
Phantom, damn it. I thought you were being good tonight. For fuck's sake.
God damn it. I know you saw Doctor Strange. What the fuck did you do?
I guess we kicked it into an alternate reality.
Good job, Dick. I'm high in an alternate reality. Thanks.
I need to teach my characters that I've been working on for the cartoon I was working on for the show and see if they fucking changed.
Wait a minute. Okay. Did you guys watch Aussie? Like, remember when Rostov left Aussie?
Yeah.
Phantom, I know you do. Just say yes.
Yeah. Yeah, actually I
Okay.
do. Oh, so they're saying it's Savage versus Gigi with Roxy involved. Shit's wild.
Oh, that's a three-way no one wants. Anyways,
Yeah.
unless we have clips or something. I mean, if
I
you want to
think
talk about
it's
that, let's
going
talk about
down
that.
live right now on
Where?
109 views.
on
109
On
views
Reba-
on Pornhub.
on Rebel?
Back on the channel.
Oh, it's on Rebel? Okay.
No, I'm asking. I don't know. If it's going down live where? On stream and
I
Discord?
don't know. It's
Off the
nobody's
stream, bro.
saying.
Fucking chat. Can we get specifics if you want us to react?
Yeah.
I can't see a chat. Call me whatever you fucking want. I don't give a fuck. I have a good husband, and fuck y'all.
Because guess what? The reason it's alpha is because she's an alpha too. She's the alpha female.
No, I'm not.
No.
There's no such thing. Don't be a feminist. There's no such thing as alpha female. If you're a
No, there's
female
no feminism,
good at
there's
being a
no-
female, then you're a female. If you're an alpha female, you're already in competition, which you shouldn't be. You should be focusing on your husband.
But I can't be with a partner that don't meet me halfway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way
No, my
we
husband's
work it is-
definitely more. My Phantom's more like Phantom way than I'd
Okay.
like him to be.
Well,
But
look at it this way. Everybody has 100%, right? And there's not going to be 100% of the days that both of you are going to be 100%. You might be at 30% one day. Can he pick it up for that one day, that extra 70% you lost? So that way you can mend yourself to at least come back maybe tomorrow 50 or 70.
yep, and
You know what I mean?
and that's when he does something alpha by doing something like that.
That's alpha shit. That's my whole point right there.
I know,
That's
sweetheart.
the
I was on the
alpha
same
shit.
page as you. Settle down. I got
Okay.
you. I'll cradle you. It's okay.
I was miscommunicating.
No.
I'm a man.
Did anybody say
I
in chat
always
what the fuck is going
miscommunicate.
on?
No, I guess
Y'all
it's
teased me and didn't tell me shit.
It's basically what Gigi's what Xylee is going over about, Gigi and Savage and Tina on Reaper.
Is
They're
it just
not
the
up
history?
there. They're not fighting. They're just going through.
Oh.
Yeah, some of the shit
Y'all
talking.
Y'all teased me with no finish. It's like I'm watching Rewind.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that I'm watching the stream live and pay attention to you guys. I just popped over there and I was like, Xylee's yelling about this clip, and I came in halfway, so I don't know.
Wait a minute. Carmen, no comment on that last one?
Me? No.
Okay.
I thought you were a Zay lover, so I was just testing the water there.
Oh, no, I just had nothing to say.
Oh, I'm just interested in your opinion of the new Rewind.
Oh, I just had a high moment, man. Like I went to Tra La La Land for a second, and I was talking to like Cotton Candy and shit. Like,
all right, but now I'm asking you, what is your opinion of the new Rewind?
Yeah, that is a good question.
Billy's my homeboy.
Billy is the man. I didn't say Billy. I said Rewind.
You did say Rewind, and Billy's my homeboy, and
No further comments, sir. Interesting.
No,
Interesting.
Hey man, it's an election year. I don't know if you fucking know this or not.
Oh,
Or
Jesus.
anything
All right.
That
All
would no.
right.
It's
Fuck
not
you,
gonna
Phantom. That was
me.
Phantom. Fuck you. That was funny as fuck. He get a good one. Now,
All
Phantom, same
right.
question. Ain't an election year for you? Come out. Come on. Are you gonna be alpha? Or are you gonna be pussy? What you gonna be? How's the new rewind?
Honestly,
That would be helpful.
the few times that I've gotten to tune in outside of, streaming, um, I kind of feel like Zay, she's always been good at rewinding. I love Zay to death. I was on her docket team. I was.
You
And
little simp.
oh yeah, that was why I stayed away from the Discord for the longest time because I loved nerds, but everybody I was so afraid to go in VC first because
Oh
like
yeah, no. There was a hunt for nerds for a while there.
yeah, and
People
everybody
were
was a
being really mean to
Zayson.
nerds. That wasn't right.
Oh, hey, hot take. I have a secret. This is breaking news.
All right, come on. Breaking news. Then back to Phantom Story.
Yeah,
Okay. Skeeter thinks that Zay is cute.
Skeeter said Zay is cute.
Okay, I need to speak to Skeeter about his standards. Phantom, please continue.
All right. So the few times that
So
I
you
had,
stayed away from the LCU's docket team because you
well,
were
just the
enamored with
VC.
one part of nerds.
Yeah. No, so part of the reason, part of the feedback that I would give and is even though she loves it sometimes watching and she's getting better at it, but those first few days it felt like she was lost, like just okay.
She's the kid who got to go to Disneyland and is like paralyzed in front of the castle.
Yeah. But she is getting
She's
better.
good at it. She's just right, but
But it's hard
that's
to bounce
Zay.
against
I'm
Billy.
talking about rewind.
Well, yeah, but if I tune into Rewind, see, I was out of the country when everything blew up between Billy and Xylee. But I liked what they had previously. I liked Rewind before, the six.
Wait, do you mean Fat Camp or the last time?
No, this last time.
Okay, Fat Camp was better, but okay.
Yeah, Fat Camp was a
Well, Fat Camp was
phenomenal.
what fractured it.
Yeah.
Like they said that we all know that. Except it was an amazing fucking stream, and Rastov chose Xylee over Billy, and now he has a show with Billy. Like, mixed feelings about this shit. But anyways,
But then that
but
leads into Rastov saying, look, B Circuit needs a rewind show because Ace and keep the B Circuit bullshit off the A Circuit. Well, now are we going through segregation? Now B Circuit isn't good enough to be on rewind?
oh yeah,
You know what? I will say
oh,
this. I will say this. The day that, and sorry, Naz, if you're still in the chat, the day that I fired Naz off the show, the very next day, that clip was pretty much
was on
covered.
rewind.
Yeah, on every
Yeah.
show. On every show.
Well, it was a little from my very vague like. But here's the thing: that thing was so stupid on both sides of the fence that it made me watch the shows less that day. I'm like, all of you are still covering the same shit. No one has stopped rewinding. They're calling it
Yeah.
reacting. But again, y'all on the B circuit are a little to blame yourselves and some of the newbies on A because you guys think like you're in competition with each other. Like, you're like, oh, well, should I redirect to a show? I don't want to redirect to them. Or if you guys aren't like working together, so you're only damaging yourselves. So the fact that the A circuit will always, even if Test and Nerds are arguing with each other, they will still redirect to each other on the weekend because the sake of the audience. You guys
Correct.
aren't doing stuff like that. So it's like, well, are we
Don't
really going
say
to
you
waste
guys.
time?
I was the
I'm
first
as a collective, don't
Okay,
take
I
it up
have
the ass
always.
sideways.
I plead the fifth
Well,
on the grounds that I'm
I
going to
will
discriminate
say,
myself.
I
So
sat there
so
as
Phantom
soon
is
as
Zay and you're Billy.
yeah, there you go. When I found out that we had passed the mark to be able to do a redirect, I put immediately in intern chat, just FYI, We can do redirects on Alpha now. I will be redirecting every single stream I have redirected, whether it's 5 people, 30 people, 300 people. You're going to the next show. If it's a B circuit show that's scheduled, great. But I'm not going to drop you to a waiting for 2 hours. I'm going to send you to, if A circuit's available.
Even for analytics, it's still better to drop them into another channel that is still
Yes.
active than a dead end. And this all comes back to the content you're doing. You guys are kind of all over the board. If you guys, especially you two and your 2 shows, I don't even know Chubby's, and they were on the A circuit because I'm not watching stuff at 6 a.m. And if I am, I'm watching Bus from the night before.
Yeah.
If
And you know what?
y'all
I might
just
not be
focused on your
technologically.
content and did the thing you're saying you're doing, you would immediately like be on your shit and get in probably double or triple numbers. You're just kind of all over the place because no one's really guiding you guys.
Well, and the original tell to us was go live and have all the other interns pop in. Okay,
And then no one did it.
exactly.
What are
So,
you talking about, Willis?
well,
You know what I mean.
you know what we mean. But so at one point it's like, okay, and that's part of the problem is these people come up and they try out for intern, and then it's like, okay, let's go. You guys can pop into shows. And then they just don't pop in. They just want the role. They want the colored name. And that's
Well,
the
yeah,
part.
you're always going to have those, though. I mean, for fuck's sake, I joined a docket team. I was like, oh, cool, I'm on a docket team. And then I got kicked immediately. I was like, fuck it, I don't know, whatever. Like, I would have liked to help, but, like, I guess not that much.
Yeah.
But, and I don't, like, dislike Say. I'm not saying that for any other reasons. Like, she looks like she's going to do what she does great. It just, I wish, like, somebody would take the pin out of her back, and because she looks like a wind-up doll right now. And just relax, Zay, breathe. Maybe smoke less, not more. I don't know. It's just something. And I'm not even a fan of yours, but I like what you're doing. So there's a compliment. I'm not a huge entire bitch. But the only problem is you guys are all over the place that when I turned into Alpha, there was like 5 random interns that I don't know on the screen. Instead of saying, hey, we'll have these guys on this day, we'll have those guys on this day. It's a group project. Team gave y'all homework in the form of a group project, and no one really, not no one, but everyone hasn't figured it out together. So that's why everybody's divided.
Correct. I mean,
And
But
like,
we see
saw
that as
I see that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we see that.
you can ask.
see it as viewers. So all we want to do is be like, why are you in your car? Why are you sleeping? You're
Yeah.
fucking up, and we want to be here to support you. We're typing in chat that Cash got monetized. He had a great first stream because everybody wanted to support his first stream.
Bro,
Wait,
is
don't
so
start
on
on him yet.
Denmark.
I will give you like 10 minutes of uninterrupted silence from me if you just hold off on him for a moment.
Yeah,
Say the
Riley
word.
is so on Denmark's nuts. Riley is so on Denmark's nuts.
But
He's
why?
he's wanting more for Tommy C to come back than to operate this show. It's just like he wants to be here for Christ's second coming or something.
What are
There's
you
no
talking
focus on
about?
the show. Oh, I thought that's what you were referring to. I'm sorry.
No, I have no the fuck idea what you're on about. But that might be a me problem.
I was
No, it's
lost too.
probably a me problem. I'm stoned.
So
So am I. Poor Phantom.
here's the deal. Okay. Like, Pops, you gotta, if you really want to take it in that direction, you have to like almost
Bend over.
you've got to
No, I didn't.
bend over. No, bang Riley's virtual head against the wall, okay, and be like, get your shit together.
Oh, while
This
he's
is
bending him over.
yeah. Fucking Glammy came to me and she was like,
Oh.
I don't know what to do about the pit. I don't know what to do about the pit.
Oh,
Do you want to know?
please don't start
Let
on
me. No.
Glammy.
I told
The
her.
recycle bin of the LCU.
Well, I was the one that told her rebrand the pit. Everybody thought it was going to be the fight pit. Rebrand the pit. And she goes, oh, okay. I help her, with that little fight pit graphic. I said, now get in the Discord and fucking promote the shit out of it. Just keep dropping it because you can't just drop it once. I said, Go to Scooter, go to Rastoff, go to Keem, have them put it in the announcements. If you got beef, take it out in the pit. Let it be open to everybody. Callers. It doesn't even have to be about a host. If you got an issue with somebody in the Discord, you fucking come up and voice it on there. I was like, that's what you should be doing.
Phantom.
I have a question and a proposal for Bianca.
Go
If you
for it.
didn't
And then
have
I
to
want to explain to you the chess moves Team just made with what you were just talking about. Please go ahead, Carman.
Oh, I know the chess
Okay.
move.
It,
I saw.
on a scale of 1 to 10, what would be your willingness in being a V girl? Like Ivixie?
I don't know how technology works.
Me either. But
Yeah, we can tell.
know.
Change your fucking camera.
Right. I know. I'm trying. I gotta get a decent
I'm not gonna
enough
stop
laptop to do
I'm
that.
not gonna stop busting your balls about it till you get it done because that's an alpha fucking thing to do. And guess what? My husband ain't here right now, so I can be a bitch all I want. When he gets here, I'm gonna go. Yeah, go
Listen,
ahead.
I want to picture those big and hairies in the DMs. You know what I mean? Because we're
Oh,
gonna compare them.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Hey, dude, you're
I
gonna
can't
walk
fit
around
them
with
in
a
the
dick that
frame.
big.
I can't
What?
fit them in the frame.
Aerial photo?
Looks
Can
like
your
an
man
airplane,
find
like a
free?
Boeing 747. All
I
right,
mean, just
what
like
is a V girl? What is a V girl? What is a fucking V girl? I don't know what that is.
Ivixie.
Ivixie, like Ivixie.
If somebody like literally spoon fed it to me, don't even say it. If somebody spoon fed it to me on how to do it, don't say it. I would do it, but like I need to watch a YouTube video on how to do shit like that. And even then, Keem wouldn't allow people like that in the universe. I mean, I would still call in and shit,
Ivixie's
but
in the universe.
But she's
no,
a
as a
call
host,
in. She's not a
as
host.
a listen, I'm not saying I would ever have what it would be to be a
Just a
host or
caller
anything
right
like that, but no, that's what I'm saying. Like I couldn't even be an intern. I would love to be an intern just so I could like help out and be involved more because I think I don't have a personality like to pedal, but like I enjoy
now.
seeing all the stupid shit that goes on and just steering shit. That's why I
Have
love
you not
Team
heard the
shit
conversation
here.
tonight?
Hmm?
Have you not heard the conversation tonight? I love conversating with you. You push, I push. You bust my balls, I take it like a bitch. It's a perfect,
Good boy, good boy. Okay, so V girl, yeah. I mean, if I could figure it out, yeah, I would do it just for the sake of making it more entertaining when I call in, like just so there's something else on the screen than to look at a big cherry. But go ahead. What's the second
yeah,
proposal,
like
or is that the
Yeah, what
question?
is the second proposal?
yeah,
I'm kind of
like
curious.
if you could do the V girl thing, would you want to come on our show and
Oh yeah,
help
I'm
me
gonna
with the
spank
doctor and put
Riley
him
in the
on
outfit.
OBS? Yeah,
And
we're just gonna throw him in the tech room. And if he don't
yeah,
want to
he'll be
do it,
like,
I
oh
know an
my God, he'll
OBS
be
runner
Tech
that'll do it
Protect.
as a favor to me.
Tech Protect is basically the conversational cuck of the stream. And that's what we can make Riley.
Yes. Yeah. Only
Was that too mean?
untalented.
Was
No,
that
no,
No.
no,
too
no.
mean?
No, no, not at all.
Okay.
I don't
Listen.
give a fuck. It's
Phantom
funny.
has tech
Team don't care
protect.
if it's mean as long as it's funny.
Phantom has tech
True.
protect. I have dollar store screen protector.
His name is Tech Protect, and he has had more tech issues. Also, can we go back to the Glammy thing?
Okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
Phantom,
Yes, please.
this is okay. I have to say this, and again, I like there is a very specific incarnation reincarnation of Glammy that she actually showed her personality. She was funny, and it was when Mike had that big oh god issue, we'll call it, at the beginning of the year.
Yes. I
And everybody was
remember
shitting
that.
on milkers, and Savage had tape over her mouth. I think Roxy had, or Seiko Mom had tape over her mouth. And Glammy was like, listen, I understand everyone's upset, but we still got to do a show. And she was so genuine and like actually fighting for the content. That is actually who Glammy is. The problem is Keem just keeps kicking her like a bucket around that she's gotten a few concussions and forgot that's the Glammy she is. Now, Team made a chess move that is so fucking hilarious
Oh yeah,
that
putting
I can't
Boogie.
help. No, not even that. There's a pre chess move. That's the boogie is a mate. The check is actually giving Glammy her own show She doesn't even have to have somebody else. She has her own show that she, he brought her back after her mental break. She's this character everybody knows. She's been on all these shows. And what I'm going to do, what she's actually probably one of the two things she's most famous for, is the trip that Xylee made her eat mud. Everybody thinks she got raw dogged on a rock. I'm going to give her a show that's called The Pit. And then today she's advertising her show and going, everybody come over to my pit tonight. My pit's open for everyone. I'm like, yes,
Oh my
Glammy, we
god,
know.
I didn't even that. Holy fuck.
So wait, this is how kind and intelligent Keem is. Keem not only gave Glammy a show saying, you're pussy, he literally said, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna give you a chance and get to punish Boogie at the same time. And I'm just gonna make you break each other so I don't have to deal with either one of you, and I still look good for doing this.
Oh, man. Genius.
That man is an evil genius. And guess what? Even if he didn't mean to, which of course he did, we're still like, you fucker, you did it by accident? No matter how this happened, it is to Keem's fucking credit.
Yeah.
That's because this fucker just trips over good ideas.
No shit. But no, you know why? Keem said it a long time ago on his last podcast. He was like, oh, listen, the views or whatever, because he's already made his views. He's already made his money. That man lives in the wood like fucking Paul Bunyan half the fucking time, and again is the alpha. And he just goes, I'm gonna waste my time, money, and energy supporting a network of spurds and just put them on a Ferris wheel of fun, and they're gonna spit money out at me, and I get to laugh at them, and I get to be famous for creating this shit. Because he thought of doing it and then said, I have to do it. I have to do it better. I then did it better. Because he's bored. Because he's like, I need an extracurricular activity. We are here by the grace of Keem having a night off from doing anything.
Hear it.
I wish it wasn't a prerequisite for us interns to all be broke. You know what I mean? Because that's our biggest problem is we've got no money behind us. Mr. Tech Protect.
Mr. Tech Protect.
He's not
Who said
broken
we're
anymore.
broke?
Yeah, shout out to the brokies. We're broke as fuck. How's it going, boys?
Oh, you're broke as fuck? Yeah,
And,
so
Excuse
ladies
me?
and gentlemen, Tech, ladies
Really?
and gentlemen.
Oh, is my camera lagging? It looks weird.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
bro.
Tech.
Hello. Hey, how's it going, Bianca?
So,
My God.
welcome, sir. Thank you for joining today.
My camera. Good to be here. How has the chat been to you tonight? I imagine.
Kind of shitty, kind of good. I mean, we've been having a great conversation with Bianca. She called me out on my bullshit. Quit
Dibs.
spurging.
Dibs.
Don't
Dibs.
go over stupid, boring shit. Even though it was. I had to talk about something I knew about.
Yeah, we'll get better ideas and we'll help you with that. But I actually have a thing with Tech Protect, funny enough.
What's up,
So-
Bianca? What's our thing?
No. I'm just,
Well, while you
Um,
do that, real quick, I'm gonna step away. All right.
You got this.
We'll catch him up.
Hey,
You're good.
Bianca. What's going on?
Hi.
What do
So
we have
what the
together?
fuck are you? What are you doing? You went away. Nobody wanted
Yeah.
you to go away. We understood why you went away. Okay, no one's blaming you. No one's saying nothing. But now you're coming back, and it's like you're fucking teasing us. Like, what are we doing? Are we coming
Well-
back? Are we interested? Are you gonna, start helping with all the fuckers who are tech deficient? Like, what do we?
Tech
We
illiterate?
need to know.
Yeah. The goal is to make some good content, right?
Mhm.
Madhouse was a thing. It was super fun. It was interesting. It was a new dynamic to the local universe they didn't have, right? A show that had external content, No
Mhm.
offense to the other guys.
Right.
But we ended up dropping the project on Jaffe's channel as of 2 weeks ago.
I know. I'm
we're-
sorry to hear that.
No, it's good. We didn't like, oh, sad, like like it was
No, but I
okay.
mean,
We
it was
are making,
enjoyable.
yeah. We are currently making more game-oriented, like produced videos, talking about God of War, Twisted Metal, and those videos are
Hmm.
doing really good. And that's the direction we want to go with. So now that I'm no longer streaming a Madhouse thing with Jaffe and Bunny, I have time, right? I have time
Oh,
to be
good.
over here. And me and Keem have always maintained a pretty healthy, business relationship. So when the time came, I was like, "Hey, you want a person? I'm here." Uh, so we'll see. They gave me Phantom. Phantom's an icon, a legend in the LCU, right?
Um,
It's
no,
go ahead.
he's a known figure.
Oh, this man is legendary. All right,
No, I
Like
told
the
him
I
to his
model
face
myself.
earlier. No, I was very, I was no fan. I'm not saying anything behind his back. I haven't literally told him an hour ago. Like he's a
Yeah,
good character, but he needs someone to play off of, and he hasn't. He's had like a rotating cast of characters of all equitable chemistry, and now he does have somebody, but he's still like being a little bitch when the chat is giving him pushback. So he
are you
needs to
being a
work on that.
are you being a
I
bitch, Phantom?
was just, they were roasting me for going over Toku.
I specifically was.
Well, yeah, Toku's an interesting direction to go. Here, I'll white boy it up.
Yep.
Let me get my white boy on real quick.
Yeah, the VR Warriors wasn't the play. You know what I mean?
Well,
He
VR
can't hear you.
Warriors is a mashup of 3 different Metal Heroes series.
Why do you look more like Riley now?
Yeah, you do.
Do you
I don't
remember
know
when he
who's Riley.
stopped you from talking about that?
But if we're talking about nerd shit, let's talk about nerd shit.
All
To a
right.
degree, yeah.
Yeah, who's the most bangable Power Ranger?
Kimberly.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
No.
Trick
Dana.
question. They're all in high school. You guys are in trouble. Fuck you guys. I don't know whoever answered that.
The
Uh,
answer would
See, these are the.
be
This is what we
RPM
need.
Yellow.
That is what y'all need.
The fuck is RPM Yellow? RPM Yellow. Let me look this shit up.
Yeah, look at who the actress is.
Isn't she dead?
Summer Lansdowne.
Isn't she the
Let's
one
see.
that became went on to do iZombie?
Oh,
Phantom, you're off
maybe.
screen. Phantom, you're off screen. Move in some. There you go.
All right.
Don't be Tina. Don't hide in the middle of the
she
fucking.
became. Yeah.
Tech, you look like
And listen-
Hassan now. Hassan Piker? My ass. Dude, I'm
Wasn't-
telling you right now,
Okay.
every show I've been on for the past fucking 3 days gets botted to all hell. That or
Yeah,
nothing
who's
else is
doing
happening.
that?
Nothing
Yeah.
else is
No, it's
happening.
getting botted.
Fuck.
They know it.
Yeah, Rose
Hey,
McKibben.
motherfuckers. It says there's 300 people here. If you're actually here, let me get a fucking like.
Yeah,
Alright, please
we-
drop a fucking like so we know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, we
Or
got
Or comments or anything. Just
You're
fucking
both-
engage, you bastards.
Have nanobots?
Do you know
Yeah.
somebody called me a bot earlier?
Honestly,
They're like, oh,
that's funny.
Bianca.
I knew it was.
They were like,
I knew it was you. You know, because we've
Who?
been in VC before. I'm like, who the fuck is, you know?
what?
So, anyway,
he's blaming you though. It's your fault, Bianca.
no. I was
so
saying,
somebody asked me, oh, you call me a bot, you bastard?
no. I'm saying I knew you weren't. Whoever was calling you a fucking bot was stupid.
Well, so what I do is, because I like the LCU so much, and because I want to support all you fuckers who get to be very fucking bitchy sometimes, is I just use the clipboard on my keyboard and I just post vote for Billy in every chat. I put like the stream. I just put in like night power. I put in a bunch of shit just so the engagement
Night
goes up.
power. Holy fuck.
That's damn fucking straight. Don't you start.
That
Down here.
is RPM Yellow, Rose McKibben. She was in iZombie. She's been on Ghosts ever since it launched here in the US. She is actually one
Okay.
of the most successful people to come out of the Disney era of that.
Power Rangers?
Yeah.
No,
Power
the Red
Rangers
Ranger did
isn't
gay
Disney.
porn, dude. I've seen more of him than I've seen of this lady. And when I say more of him, I mean more of him. Am I right, boys?
Which one did
There's
gay
a vote.
porn?
There's a poll in the chat now. All right, you can tell me if you're a real account or a bot account. Real account's currently at 69%. Nice.
Nice.
Let's see.
Yeah, but how many
Trust
votes?
says,
Is
"Hey,
it like
Tech, do you remember
3
me from
people?
last stream?" Hey, Trust, I do remember you.
Hey, I have a serious question for the panel. Do you think in order to get Riley to understand where we really need to go with Crypt, that I should like have a viewing party of the Clockwork Orange?
I haven't seen that.
I don't know. I don't know what Crypt is.
Clockwood.
Oh, Crypt is the. I've never seen
No, I
Clockwork.
haven't, and my husband's very upset about it.
Such a good movie.
But apparently, there's a really hot scene with Michael McDonald, so I kind of want to see it now.
If you have great trauma, it is not one to watch.
Oh yeah. That.
Oh,
That is-
listen. I'm 30, like 8, so like I'm not from the era that I'm like, oh my god, I need to know what I'm watching before I watch it, so I don't have like a panic
you.
attack.
I mean,
Like it's a
Trauma
fucking
triggers
movie. If it's
many.
rated R, don't fucking watch it. If they're having sex on the cover of it, or if they're doing some nasty shit, like don't fucking watch the movie if you don't like it.
So,
Well,
like, don't do it on
Botting
mushrooms.
us.
Don't do it on mushrooms.
It was like back in the day, you know, when my kids were little, you know, I'd have people going, "Why are you letting them watch that?" And I'm like, my parents let me watch fucking RoboCop, you know, when I was 6 years old, and because it was the hottest thing. And yeah, there was a lot of blood and violence, but it's really not that bad if you think about it. If you know what you're getting into ahead of time, fine. You know, as a parent, you have that discretion, but being told by society, this is why everybody's, I hate to say it, a lot of the internet are snowflakes now. They're like, oh, you're stomping on
Where have you
this.
been? that started a decade ago.
I know.
People started
I've
getting
been living
butthurt
in
over
my
every
own
little
little
fucking
bubble.
thing.
I've been in my own
Ugh.
little bubble because I hate
Listen-
that bullshit.
Listen, if you have to give somebody a trigger warning about the vine fruit, I don't want to fucking slip up and say the word. If you have an issue with the vine fruit, and because that's a thing we need to be socially aware of now, then you shouldn't be depicting it on fucking cable television. If you're gonna hold the standard, hold the fucking standard.
To be fair, this movie was actually made, what, Phantom, like 13 years before it was released because it wouldn't pass American
Yes.
film boards.
What
Yes,
are we talking about?
Clockwork
The
Orange.
color.
Clockwork Orange.
Oh, but
Didn't you bring it up?
no, I don't watch movies. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
I brought it
Clockwork
up.
Orange? What the fuck?
All right, we've
It's-
bored Tech Protect.
it
We have
is
officially
one
bored
of-
Is it
Tech
like an
Protect.
engineering movie? What does
No,
Clockwork Orange mean?
No,
It's
no.
Michael
dude.
McDonald. It's some like 80s-ish, very important famous Stanley
1960s.
Kubrick movie.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah, kind of like
Important?
dystopian.
Yes, it is culturally important.
Important.
It's
to
like
watch
The
that.
Shining. If you haven't seen The Shining, which I only saw
I
like last
disagree.
year.
I haven't seen The Shining either, or Jaws. Someone was telling me Jaws is like a great movie, and I was like, "What?
You
is
need
the
to watch
premise?
Jaws.
There's
Like, what
there's
the
a
fuck is wrong
shark
with
in the
you?
water. Like, just don't go in the
Dude.
fucking water. Does it walk on the land? No. Well, then just leave the fucking ocean alone, dog.
Tech
Give
Protect,
the beach a
listen.
break.
I call Cap the
Jaws-
yes.
Jaws is
Yeah,
an
that's
anchor
Michael
film.
McDonald.
I'm looking at this. This is Clockwork Orange. I put it on the
Jaws
screen.
is an anchor film. 'Cause
You're-
Yes,
look, the
we know
Jaws
what it is.
film
You don't.
Yeah,
evolved to the
you're telling me
point.
this is culturally significant? It's just 4 white dudes in
Apparently.
fucking black hats with their fucking.
Oh,
It's like
don't
a
hurt
jock
yourself.
show?
Do me a favor. Don't play it. You know what I mean? Watch
No,
a
don't
clip
play
for
it. Don't play
yourself
it.
Yeah,
for
you
like
cannot. That
10
is
seconds. Watch a
But
clip
wait a
for
minute.
yourself silently for 10 seconds.
Wait. So do you also remember there was another movie Michael McDonald did?
This is
And what was it called? Nero or something? The Roman movie that they don't even let stream any.
Yeah.
Is it Nero? I can't remember the name of it.
Yes.
Google it. You have a fucking computer. Google it. What is the name of the movie?
All right.
Listen, Malcolm McDonald and Rutger Hauer are two of the most underrated actors from the 80s.
Alan
'cause
Mirren's in
Rutger
that
Hauer-
movie.
Wait, Pops, do you want to go cam on or no? Also, Bianca, do you ever turn your camera on or no?
Oh, no, I'm not going camera.
No.
I'm dipping out here in a little bit.
All right, we're gonna thank you for coming by. Appreciate it so much, Pops. Are we doing movies? I need to talk to Mr. Phantom for a bit, so I'm gonna send you guys away. But thank you so much for helping Phantom carry the show. You guys are appreciated greatly.
Night, guys.
Later.
Night.
Howdy, sir.
What the fuck is happening?
Bro, I'm just trying to get some fucking watch hours in, and like I'm sitting there, I'm talking through my shit, and everybody turned, and I was like, you know what? We'll go ahead and do question and answer, and
A QA about what? Like you?
yeah, I figured
I saw a
answer.
little bit of that,
Yeah.
right? I saw a little bit of you talking about like you were in the military, you've done like some internet stuff and some telecommunication stuff. That's pretty cool, but it's also pretty boring. It's a
I know.
dual-sided thing. Like, it's interesting
Yeah.
that you've done a lot of things, but how do you like entertain a room of like, let's say 500 people going like, well, I once laid down some wire near the White House.
I couldn't. I guarantee you I couldn't by myself yet. I am not got the skills. Now,
One
maybe
day.
someday.
Yeah, maybe
I'm
someday.
trying to, that's why I keep putting myself out there. You know, that's why.
Well, let's put yourself away. Let's. Oh, did I lag out?
Yes,
Or-
you
I hear-
lag spike
my
like
life?
no tomorrow.
Oh, we're back. All right, sick. Dude, I'm I'm watching the stream back and my face is frozen so poorly. Yeah, let's try something else. So, Tokusatsu is just like people in tights fighting monsters. Is that the theme?
No.
Is that the
No,
fight? So what is it as a premise, right?
as a premise, it's heavily special effects driven content. So Godzilla is Toku.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, because this is the word I learned today.
Yeah. Godzilla
so-
is your common riders. Anything that you see coming out of Japan it has to be live action. It could be
Does that be
mecha.
Japanese?
There is some American Toku. I mean, technically,
It's like Squid Game. Squid Game is Toku.
no.
Why?
I don't believe that is considered Toku.
Like the fake, bullet hole explosions in their fucking foreheads when they're doing the fucking like red light, green light game, right? Or they're standing over a fucking pit that's like 7,000 feet deep and you have to jump on the different glass sections and the glass falling out. That's special effects driven, right?
I mean, it is, but it's not explosions and stuff like that.
Oh, it has to look bad. It has to look like poorly made.
Yes, and reuse the
So,
same
like,
footage and stuff
Transformers is Toku.
like that.
The first Transformers movie.
First Transformers movie, we
Michael
would
Bay.
consider that kind of on the Toku spectrum, but yeah.
Hell yeah. Good to know that Michael Bay's on the spectrum. I had an inkling that motherfucker was on the spectrum, but he's confirmed Toku. When you say we would consider that, are you like on a board or a committee?
No.
Are you the
Not at all.
Toku team?
No, it's just the general fandom overall.
Is there Toku porn?
There is actually.
There has to be. I imagine there
is.
has to be.
There is a adult company over in Japan. I have never seen it, but what they do is they put out.
Sure, Cap.
No, I legitimately haven't. But they put out like these 6-episode series, and the first 5 are parodies, but they're 100% clean. They play on TV. But to get the finale, this porn company, exactly, they put it direct to DVD over there, and that's so. Not only do you get to see the end of the series, apparently, which I don't know how any of these series have ended because of, I don't indulge in trying to get Japanese porno. But the other thing is, it's porn, and that's where they show everything.
Oh, sick. By the way, Stick Solid, fuck you, dog. 2 grown men talking about anime or some bullshit. It ain't anime. This is live action. These are fucking real Japanese women with real Japanese titties bouncing it with explosions, all right? If you don't like explosions and Japanese titties, I don't know what the fuck I can do for you, brother, all right? Just give me your man card. I'll take it away. You're no longer alpha if you can't fuck around with explosions and titties.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you heard about the porn restrictions in Japan?
Yeah, they can't export unless it's like censored. It has to be censored to be exported. If
Yeah.
it's internal, they can have it uncensored. Also, like the naming like the nomenclature is like it's like AV, like a number hyphen number system or some shit.
Yeah, I had
I'm
read an
familiar.
article
I got game.
about that, and I was like, wow, they are really strict.
Yeah, it's if you're not Japanese, you don't deserve to see Japanese pussy. Okay, that
Well-
is their pussy. That is they own it. Copyright. Japanese Japan owns Japanese pussy. Trademark.
Think about it. Think about how hypersexualized the Japanese culture can be sometimes. Look at, all the otaku girls like that.
Yeah, I mean, brother, if you didn't know, in Japan, if you want to sell a cell phone there, you have to include a shutter sound to your camera function on your cell phone because of how prevalent upskirt photos were by Japanese businessmen. Like they would take so many like candid shots of like women in public that now you have to have a shutter sound on your phone. That's crazy.
That's why we couldn't turn off the shutter sound on our Blackberries towards the end.
Yep.
Right?
Japan. As Tech immediately gets one guide, defending his co-host talking about anime puss or whatever. I wasn't really listening. Brother, you're not just one guy. You're fucking stick solid. Am I incorrect? I thought you were the guy, not the one guy. But if you want me to start calling you that one guy, I'll start calling you that one guy. Monarch says, bro, Tech Protect is a fucking pervert. Listen here. You live one life. Just one. All right? You're telling me, oh, I'm going to restrict myself to understanding what happens in other places. I don't want to know about perverted topics like fucking Japanese titties. Fuck you, dude. You have to engage with some cool shit in your life. Oh, that's beneath me. I'm a Christian man. Okay, good on you. Not for me. I'm gonna fuck around, dude. I'm gonna find out. I understand what it is. Get some real pussy. Your name is Monarch 6969. One, if I was a pervert, brother, 6969 being like your trademark. Come on, kid. Don't fucking do this. And Monarch, like, are you descendant of royalty? What are we doing here? What are we saying? All right. How about you get some real fucking duchies? All right. Start capturing a fucking barony. All right, and then get the Monarch name. All right.
You know,
bro. If you look up upskirt, bro. If you look up upskirts porn. I'm not looking up upskirt porn.
No,
I have an understanding of why there's a requirement for the fucking like little like clicker flash noise on your fucking cell phones in Japan.
Yeah.
I know that. You know why? Because I saw a Vice video when I was like fucking 16 or something, dude. All right.
Dude, what do you
remember
think?
Vice?
Yes, I still watch a lot of their shorts on YouTube, and they've gone full free TV now. They're on like Tubi and all that bullshit. I've caught up with some of the shows that I haven't seen before, but I religiously watch Vice for Dark Side of Wrestling, Dark Side of the Ring. Which,
okay, I remember seeing that come up a couple times. I was big on Vice with their Japanese series, right? They have a ton of shit about like subcultures in Japan. It's such an interesting country, right?
It really is.
You know, I know we're talking about Tokusatsu, right? Japan's cool as fuck. There's so many diverse little elements to it, right? Like the different prefectures have different cultural experiences, and they could be right next to each other, but they self-identify as like, I'm from this prefecture, which is like 0.2 miles away from this prefecture, but we are different people, right? We don't fuck around with those guys. The world of tattoos in Japan is insane because technically it's illegal. Like, you can't be a tattoo parlor in Japan. You have to have a medical license to issue tattoos, right? But no one wants to become a doctor just so they can tattoo people because you just make more money being a doctor, right? So the people that give tattoos are usually underground employees of some shady business, right? Which is usually why it's like associated to like the Yakuza, right? The fucking Japanese mafia, because you have to engage in a criminal activity to even get the tattoo in the first place, right? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and along that point, it reminds me of that episode of ABC's award-winning drama Lost, where
Hate that
Shepard.
show.
Why do you hate Lost so damn much?
I gave it 2 full seasons. I'm like, what the fuck is the point? Like, oh, it's the mystery of what's happening here.
Dude, you missed
Okay.
out on all the good shit. Season 3, Season 4. Now, Season 3, because of the writer's strike,
I have to do like 200
drag.
hours. Are you telling me 200 hours in, and then it's like now you get it, right? Like, what's the?
It's because some of the questions finally started to get answered.
Yeah, it took too fucking long. All right, they're milking me. All right, they're
Okay.
digging in me. Is what Albert would say.
They're not milking you. Okay.
They
At
were
the end
milking
of the
me.
day, Twin Peaks waited 20 years to pay off their shit.
You think I watched Twin Peaks? Fuck Twin Peaks. If I have to wait 20 years, you can suck my ass. I'm not watching Twin Peaks. I like my Family Guys. I like my
So do
American
I.
Dads. I like my Simpsons. Because the joke is there. 30 minutes, it's wrapped up, and it's a whole new universe the next day. All right? A whole new storyline, a whole new way to engage with the content. I don't have to be fucking invested. I will say, you do have me on the Blacklist. I don't know if you fuck with the Blacklist. You know what I'm talking about?
That is a good show.
That TV show, I did get invested, right? You got the guy who just appears out of nowhere. He's FBI's most wanted. He's like, I'm gonna help you find all the other bad fucking people on the planet. I got their names on a list. The Blacklist. That's cool. That's fun, right? It's like, okay, every episode we're finding a new villain, a new motif about the world of the underground, right? It's cool.
Well, and how can you
But
go
20
wrong?
years.
How can you go wrong with James Spader? I mean,
Is
look
it
at
the
what he
old man?
did to The Office. He came in for what, half a season, and he fucking like made it funny when everybody thought it was gonna be it was gonna fail after what's his face left?
Yeah.
Steve Carell.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know actors' names. I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't fuck with actors. I don't watch a lot of TV. I
Alright.
don't watch a lot of movies. So when you say like, this guy, I couldn't tell you. It took me until I was like 19 to see a photo of like Beyonce and Rihanna and be like, these are the two different people. I was like, before that, you're like, this one is this one and this one, I would be like, sure, okay. I wouldn't know, right? Like I couldn't point out Tom Cruise to you until I was like 17 years old, right? It's just like I wasn't, just not a big family on movies and shit. Poop Guy says Skibbity Toilet. Is that too new age for you? Because I know you don't get 6'7", but do you fuck with Skibbity Toilet?
I mean, I know what it is. It's on YouTube, but I mean, it's just a retarded head out of a toilet. You know what I think of?
It's a Gmod head, all right? It's from Gmod. You should know Gmod. You're a gamer.
I do, but
Yeah.
the point is, when I see it, the first time I saw it, I thought of the flying toilets from After Dark screensaver from the 90s.
Don't know what that is.
Oh, that I can show you.
Yeah, pull up flying toilets. Yo, Need to Know says beep beep boop fire Zay boop beep. And we do have fucking bots. Hey Tech, how many times have you jerked Japanese porn? Like jerked to Japanese porn? Fucking probably a handful. Like a baker's dozen. Probably. I bet Tech has upskirt photos on his phone. Yeah, but they're all of me, right? They're self-taken upskirt photos. All right, so it's a different story.
So
Let's see.
this was one of the coolest screensavers you could ever have back in the 90s. It started out as flying toasters. But yeah,
Okay.
it was the 90s. But when I first saw Skibbity Toilet, this is what I
This is what you
thought
thought
of
of.
at first.
Can you pull up the pipes? The pipe screensaver from like Windows XP? That's the all-time goat of screensavers. If you guys didn't have this, I'm sorry.
Now, the all-time
Right.
goat screensaver is the DVD logo bouncing, trying to get it perfectly across the screen. That's the
True. Diojo Bolina says, "Can't fucking sleep, Tech. Tell me a bedtime story." I'll tell you a bedtime story, baby. I got you. And then Tardio says, "Tech, do a local cholo stream." I could. You know what? I'm in SoCal. I'm in Southern California right now. It'd be so authentic to do a cholo stream. 3D pipe screensaver, 10 hours no loop with teapots. What the fuck is teapots?
They added in teapots.
Why?
It was one of those secret hidden things as it ran. Yeah.
Find the most played, most replayed section on this video, and let's see where the fucking teapot is. Ah, there's one right there. You can see it.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Fuck a teapot. I bet this dude plays Roblox. Which one of us? Because I don't play Oh, I've played Roblox before. I fucked around. Yeah, have you heard of the game Dress to Impress?
No, but I've heard about it. I've
Dress to
heard
Impress is a legendary game.
And Epic Brady.
Yeah, I fuck with Dress to Impress.
Isn't there
both
some
of us.
weird ARG lore in there?
ARG?
Yeah,
ARG?
somebody was saying, Epic Brady was saying that there's like some underlying story in Dress to Impress.
I don't fucking know, dude. I like to make fucking, pretty dress up style fucking, content. It's fun. They're like, dress like a mermaid. And I'm like, go, dude, Keemstar's gonna fucking love this one, and I'll make a little mermaid character. And then they rate how good my outfit was. It's fun. Okay. You're not playing dress up, you're not living life. Huge ass says uppies.
Uppies.
I'm gonna set up I'll set up my other camera for Monday stream, but here's a mini uppies.
Oh shit. Uppies coming back.
Dude, Monarch is a big hater. He's gay. And
I know I am.
Sorry. What? So what, brother?
No, you know.
I'll take your father. I'll be your stepdad. All right, bitch. And not because I'm fucking your mom, because I'm fucking both of them. I'll be your stepdad on both sides.
You know what I got coming tonight? While we're checking in. That too.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Oh no. I got some birria tacos coming. You were talking about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, some birria tacos, fool. That's just fucking. Bitch, I'm older than you. And are your parents alive? Put them on the list.
So you don't.
I don't care if you're older than me.
You don't fuck around with serialized TV shows, so you don't know the.
Well, I'm trying to, right? But
what about
growing
24?
up, it was never big. Nah, I haven't seen it. I know of it. I know of a lot of stuff because I've been on the internet for a while, right? So I know the references to things. Like, I've never seen all the Star Wars movies, right?
I know you've talked about that.
Yeah, I've seen like Rogue One, and I've seen like another one of the newer ones where Anakin comes back as an old man and stops the fucking dude with the red sabers at the border of the Rebel Alliance fucking fort or some shit. I've seen that one, but I haven't seen the originals. And I saw Lord of the Rings for the first time ever beginning of this year.
So
the trilogy.
So I actually I can comment to that one because I would not watch those movies. You want to know why? Because
Lord of the Rings or which ones?
Lord of the Rings.
Why?
And hear me out. I went to the first one, Fellowship of the Rings, in the theaters. Didn't know it was a book series. Didn't know it was a trilogy. So I go in. I had been seeing these epic trailers. Okay, maybe I'm weird. I read Goosebumps. I read horror. I didn't know anything about Lord of the Rings. So I sit there and I'm like, yeah, I'm dialed in, and I'm like, okay, they're walking again. They're walking. Oh my God, they're talking. Oh my God. Then they're doing, they go through the cave. You shall not pass. Anyways, long story short, I get to the end of the movie and I'm like, wait, that's how it fucking ends? Are you serious? I wasted 2.5 hours for them to just be walking?
Yeah, and it was great. It was a good walk.
Well, okay. I literally earlier this year watched the entire Lord of the Rings and the prequel trilogy. And I finally get it. But I was so pissed off when that movie came out in theaters. I was like, fuck this bullshit. And then somebody goes, you know, it was a trilogy. There's another movie coming. And I was like, nah, fuck that.
No, Stella Virgin has a great point. There was no Uber in the Shire, asshole. Like, true. Look,
I get that.
You're upset about the fucking Lord of the Rings like premise of like what their movie setup was being a trilogy. I understand. I get that perspective.
If you didn't,
you cannot argue to me that Jaws is a good movie premise. There's no world in which I could ever consider Jaws a good movie. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna be blunt as fuck. Not seen it. I will not see it. Explain the narrative, right? Because to my understanding, it is people are on a beach.
Yeah.
People are out in the ocean. They're fishing. Big ass shark. Shark big enough to fuck up a boat.
Yep.
And you're telling me people were like, oh no, there's a big shark that eats boats. Let's leave for a little bit and then come back when they find like a smaller shark that can't eat a boat.
Bro.
And then they go back in the water and they get fucking eaten by a shark that can eat a boat. Wait, who the fuck? Okay, anyone in chat. If you showed up to a beach and you heard, a fishing vessel was consumed by a shark, are you going back in the fucking water? I'm not going back in the water. I don't know if it's a white man mentality to always like approach the fucking danger, right? Oh, there's a noise coming from the basement. I'm getting the fuck out of there, dog. I'm getting my shotgun. I'm getting the fuck out of there. There's a goddamn shark in the water. You're gonna go back in there? Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No.
Gidgey.
Listen, I can't turn my camera on right now, and I apologize for that, but I'm just
Show me your feet.
I could what no, I've still got tennis shoes on. Anyway, listen.
Show me your tennis shoes.
Shut up.
Just
Listen to
camera
me.
on your feet. Camera on your feet. Don't show anything else. Camera on your feet.
I just gotta tell you this really quick. Jaws. Okay, as an old person, all right, you're not old, but you understand. I mean, I know who your father-in-law or soon-to-be father-in-law is gonna be. Okay, so you understand genius, right? When they built that animatronic shark, someone already beat, of course, it was fucking Stick that beat me to it. That was legendary for that time. Yes, I want to remind everyone of fucking Jaws. You have no idea the cunt that has been unleashed now that I'm not neutered anymore. And Gidgey and Roxy are, you know it.
Look, I disagree. Dolly Parton had better animatronics in her fucking Dolly World like theme park, okay?
That was much later, though. That was much later.
Wait 15 years.
Do you know why it also
Here's
hit?
what I'm saying.
Let's
Also,
hear.
the actors that were in it. Oh my
and the cultural background. The reason Jaws was made when it was, why it was because
Was there a big shark attack?
There had been abnormal amounts of people getting attacked by sharks.
What,
And
from
so
like
they-
3 to 7? I don't fuck with the premise. You know what? When was Jurassic Park out? Was it around Jaws? Was it around that era, or is it a little bit later?
93
Wait,
or 92.
Diego. No, Jaws was in the 80s.
No. I was
92?
talking about Jurassic Park. Jaws was in the 70s.
Diego, come on. Okay, not genius. All right, not genius, but come on. Those actors, the way they did it. Jaws is a fucking icon now. Can we not say?
I'm doubting. I'm
Wait a
super
minute.
doubting.
Wait a minute.
Bro,
I've got the song
they
right here. Oh, you
blew.
can't hear my playboard. I've got the fucking song. Come on, you know that. Donna. Yeah, come on.
It sounds like Skeeter
blew
trying to
the
talk. That doesn't sound like a
motherfucker
good
up.
song.
They blew it up with
This guy.
dynamite.
What?
It was fucking
Hold on.
epic.
It came out in 1975, right? What movies
75,
came
yeah.
out in 75? I'm going to find out. What was it
Wait a
competing
minute.
against?
What about Poltergeist? Surely you liked Poltergeist.
that was-
Poltergeist.
a good one.
Hold on. Poltergeist, if you did not know how they did the whole scene about the fucking house collapsing, do you know the background of that?
I don't want to know. You're going to ruin it for me. See, I don't like things ruined.
No.
No.
Bitch, you're talking about the shark being the fucking main premise. It was a robot. All right, hold on. The house in Poltergeist, thousands of like little fishing line strings were connected to a dollhouse that was like the size of like me on my side, right? And they were pulled into the ground simultaneously to give it the effect of collapsing in an implosion. That was revolutionary for like design, all right? Like the fucking
Pretty cool.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Dog Day Afternoon, 1975.
Excellent movie. Excellent movie.
Better than Jaws?
No, here's the deal. You also have to remember, now that you said that, that brought me to that time. We had just gotten out of Vietnam. Those
Yep.
movies were still very big, right? But people needed that entertainment. What that did was it took the world. Think about 1975. Oh,
You're telling me
I'm going to make you appreciate this movie. I'm going to. I swear to God, I will make you appreciate. Give me a week, and I'm going to make you appreciate this movie.
I can't fuck with Jaws. I will watch it with you. I will
Listen,
watch
you
it with
don't
you in
have to
Discord.
like it. Okay, you don't have to like it. I just want you to appreciate it. That's
Give me
it.
this.
That's
All right, before you go, Monty Python and the Holy Grail came out the same year.
okay. Well, you know,
All right.
we can't all be okay.
Hold on. I saw that movie. Trash fucking movie. Fuck the Holy Grail. Shit movie. Shit humor. Fuck old people. Fuck old people movies. I can't fuck with it. I'm sorry.
You want to hear something interesting? I'm not a Monty Python fan.
I am.
I thought
I
Holy
knew
Grail
you would be. Yeah.
was disgusting. It was like and the biggest fucking joke. He's like, we're the Knights of Yi. I was like, okay, dog, okay. And where's the fucking thing I'm looking for?
It's the
My
humor, and
favorite was
some of us
Meaning of
just
Life.
don't get that humor. Yeah.
Meaning
not
of
like don't
Life
getting it.
is better.
It's low
Or
hanging.
not getting it, but exactly. It's very. You don't have to think. You don't have to talk. You can just kind of relax. You know.
Yet this
Yeah, but
coming
alright.
from the same guy.
Really, my
saying-
L take.
No,
Which one poop guy I like?
him.
I like
Debbie
Poop
Protect.
Guy.
This
Debbie does Dallas. I was so disappointed when I saw it, but it is very 70s. Okay, sorry.
I was gonna
Oh,
say.
Diego, you don't want my
he-
top 4.
He doesn't fuck with Monty Python. Coming from the same guy that loves American Dad, Family Guy, which is all thoroughly inspired by the comedy of
But
Monty Python.
that
Hold
is
on,
his,
that's a
his gen-
separation.
That's his. Oh, okay. No, that's his genre though. That's what he's grown up. That is his. Like you and I feel like. How old are you, Tech Protect? You're in your 30s, right?
I'm 28, bitch. All right.
Oh
Calm
shit!
yourself.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Relax.
All right. But you, that's exactly okay. So you're my son's age. You know, you get it. That's what you were born around and what you've gotten used to and what you grew up with. Kind of like us growing up with things like Animal House. I mean, how many
Okay.
people today do you think have said, "Who is Belushi"? How
I
many
know-
people do you
Probably
think
a
said, "Oh
lot.
God"?
I know. I know
Wait,
you're like,
Scooter's
oh,
only
well,
28.
hold
He
on.
looks about
He's 27.
35.
Scooter's 27.
27.
I'll fuck him in the
Yeah.
ass. Anyways, I did not grow up the same way Scooter did. All right, because I grew up with La Rosa de Guadalupe. All right, I grew up with El Guapo con los Diablos. Right, I am Mexican. I know it doesn't look
So
that
did
way.
Scooter. You haven't heard the story. So is Scooter. I worked 12 to 15 hours a day. My best friend is a tiny Hispanic woman that has his abuela is not even his real abuela. Trust me, I get it.
Yeah, but I
Scooter,
grew up.
that's
English is a
probably
second
why
language. I
YouTube-
didn't watch. Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of fucking media in English, right?
Mhm.
I watched some cartoons and then like some shows here and there. The first movie I saw ever was like the Pokemon movie. The second one was the Chronicles of Narnia: The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And the third movie I've ever seen, like in its completion, was Kingsman on like my 17th birthday or some shit.
That was
3
your
movies until I was
17th
17.
birthday?
I saw 3 movies until I was 17. That's it. All right. I didn't fuck with media growing up. It was not
What
my
was your
thing. I was
favorite
out here.
telenovela?
Scooter. That's why Scooter didn't either. If you notice, that Scooter doesn't understand the truffle shuffle. He has to watch the movie.
I know.
We
Scooter
weren't
is
TV
me.
people. Yeah. No, seriously. The more I think, because at first I didn't get to know you. The more I've watched you and listened to you, the more I realize you really were raised very similarly. I don't know what your parental structure was, nor do I care to know.
Oh, I got emancipated at
live-
17.
Okay, all right. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry for that, but I'm glad you had
It was
someone in your
base,
life.
dog. I was here fucking in my own apartment at like fucking 17 and a half.
There
dude. I
you
was chilling.
go. Yeah, Scooter. Hey, he left. He was 18 when he went off to school. I mean, we wouldn't be living together if I hadn't have gotten sick. But
I heard my condolences. Something about you.
oh
your
no,
pussy
no,
got
no, I'm
bruised
doing
or
much
something,
better.
and he had to
It
take care of you.
was- Yeah, but we're working on it. We're working on
It
it.
was a dislocated cunnilingus event or something. Stick Solid is popping off in the chat. Do you like Stick Solid? I love
Stick Solid. You and I have very similar dark humor.
Oh,
Also,
I
so
love
of course
Stick
we're gonna
as
like
well.
him.
Well, okay, hey. You have to say African American humor. You can't make that joke here. All right, we don't fuck around with
Oh
racism.
Jesus Christ!
All right,
Jesus
dark
Christ,
humor.
please.
I'll translate for you guys. He meant to say watching anime porn in his own apartment. Shut the fuck up, Stick Solid. All right, you get more pussy than like nobody because you don't get pussy. You're gay.
Oh yeah, no, Stick Solid. When he gets drunk, he'll post pictures of himself in the chat.
I know. I've seen him on
Oh, okay.
camera. I've seen.
Alright,
I've seen him
okay,
living
okay.
in a storage shed. Okay,
Hey.
I know this guy.
He's got
No, he
probably the
does.
most pimp storage shed out there.
My ass. You see my storage shed? It's full of Pokemon cards. Okay, I get pussy.
Oh. Okay, top 4 movies. I saw it in chat before I leave. I want to hear y'all's top 4 movies, and then I'll tell mine at the end.
Phantom first because it'll take the longest to get out of his mouth.
That is true. Oh Christ!
y'all.
Don't just do the movies. Don't argue with us.
Top
That'll
4,
take too
I
long.
can't think of off
Oh
the
my
top of my head.
God,
Sorry, I
listen.
don't have a top
Jesus
4.
Christ.
I'm a fucking
give me-
movie file.
Give me one movie that's in your top 5. Just one movie in your top 5.
Well, that's
You have
fair.
to classify it.
The Abyss.
The Abyss?
Yes.
Ooh,
fuck is
good
that?
one. That's a.
The Abyss.
I may
movie?
rewatch that. Oh, that is a good movie.
Oh, 1989. Good
yeah,
year.
No,
Taylor Swift
it's
is
a
born.
It's a good movie. It really
Yeah,
is.
it's
I
got
haven't
Ed
watched
Harris.
it probably. Yeah, I love Ed Harris. Fucking love that man.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer was slow.
That's one of Scooter's. Yeah,
It was
Scooter.
good.
Bitch, you can't say anything is slow, dog. You
Okay.
if you worked with special ed kids, you have to be like they are just the best kids. They're so quick with it. You can't call anything slow.
Okay, I got Blazing Saddles, Big Lebowski, The Abyss, and there was one more that is always on the tip of my tongue, and I always fucking forget it, and then I go, oh, it's the other one like The Abyss. But I'll throw Clue in. Fuck it. No, Big
Clue was
Fish.
good. Clue was
Big
good.
Fish
Clue was
is
good.
better than Clue. Big Fish is so good. Oh my God, Big
God.
Fish.
I'm so scared to say mine. Number 1, half y'all aren't even gonna know him, which is good.
Oh, I
Go
will.
ahead.
Gone with the Wind is my favorite movie.
That makes sense.
My second favorite movie is Giant with Rock Hudson, and they're both very old movies,
Really?
but
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know any of these.
that's my second favorite. My third favorite movie is Steel Magnolias, which was a total chick flick.
Yes.
And,
yes. It's a good movie.
And then it gets into the good shit, right? Then we go for things like Jurassic Park, and I mean, then I can't even begin to. I can say my top 3 always, but then I go more into other ones.
Yeah. I'll give you 3, and they're not in any order, right? But it is Oppenheimer. It's a fucking wonderful film.
Yeah,
It is.
I need to
Right.
watch it. I just, God damn, it's slow.
Kingdom of Heaven. I fucking love Kingdom of Heaven. All right, are you familiar with the film?
Hang on, I think so.
The journey back to like Israel or whatever, right? And it's like the fight between like the Arabs and the Christians, and they're like, we're gonna take over Jerusalem again or some shit. And it's the dude, the king who has the fucking mask because he has like he's a leper or
Orlando
whatever.
Bloom.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Kingdom of Heaven is up there, and number 3 is gonna surprise you. All right, maybe big on screen. Click my face on the Discord.
All right. I will. There you go. You are full screen.
Number 3, all-time films. Serendipity. Serendipity is a beautiful movie.
Really?
Beautiful movie. My late mother and I watched that movie later on when I was like already an adult. Beautiful film. She loved it. I loved it. Big fan. It's a beautiful love story. She writes her fucking number on a fucking like bill,
Yeah,
and it gets given to some dude, and he finds it later on. He's this journey to find his fucking like lost love. That's great.
John
all right?
Cusack, right? Am I right? Was it John
I don't know
Cusack?
any actors' names, dog.
I
I barely know
believe
my
so.
fucking
Yes.
family's birthdays.
Oh, Zero Dark 30 was a badass movie. Oh, Too Fast, yeah, the whole.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm one of those crazy people. But then, you know what? We're totally glazing over here. Is we're forgetting about things like Lethal Weapon, right? I mean, anybody that grew up and watched Lethal
Christmas
Weapon
movie?
1, 2, and 3.
No.
No, not Die Hard, which is the
Oh,
Christmas
okay.
movie.
Yeah.
That's the
Lethal
Christmas movie.
Weapon was another Bruce Willis where it wasn't. Was it? Who was in Lethal Weapon?
No,
Oh my
it's Mel
god.
Gibson and Danny Glover.
That's it. They were such an amazing duo together. Yes, Lethal Weapon 4. Yes. And how
The
crazy
fourth
is
one
it
had Chris Rock.
that right, but how crazy? Yeah, they fuck you at the drive. Oh god, I love that movie. How crazy is it that like kind of 1, 2, 3, and 4, they were all good. I'm trying to say, like, nowadays when they do sequels, all they do is change people's color. Like, what? Like, how is that a sequel? You're just redoing it, putting different color on people? I don't get that. And I know,
Did you bring
coming
it up
from
for
me.
the race card? Yeah,
No, I really
Gidgey.
didn't. I really didn't. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is sequels used to actually be good. Seriously, they used to be good.
What's that new movie
in my
with
opinion.
the guy from Taken, the Irish dude? What's his name?
Oh, Liam
Liam Neeson. Liam
yep.
Neeson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
there's-
him.
There's a new movie that came out this year. New movie, Liam Neeson. Fuck is it
And
called?
what happened? Oh,
Naked Gun.
Backdraft. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
no,
he
Naked
did
Gun
the
was good.
remake of
of Naked Gun.
yeah, but he's playing the
Shut up,
son
Machiavelli.
of fucking
Of the old white guy.
Leslie
I
Nielsen.
don't know what the fuck his name is.
Leslie
Oh,
Nielsen.
Fried Green Tomatoes was fucking amazing.
know,
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
It was, and what's even crazier is then going on to see Mary Louise Parker in Weep.
Yes. I
And
agree.
how
I loved and I
different
loved
of
her
a
in that.
character.
Very good actor. Yeah, she's a very good actor.
Now, what do you guys think about now? Tech, you've probably never seen this, but Casino.
Love you, main girl.
Casino is
so-
one of my all-time favorite De Niro.
Kino
Pesci
Casino? What
movies.
the fuck is Casino?
Casino? It's based on a true story. It's a Scorsese.
If you liked Serendipity, you'd like it. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more serious.
It's
but
gangster,
It's good.
but
It looks cringe.
it's about
good.
the mob
Ooh,
in
which
Vegas
one's
in
better?
the 70s.
Goodfellas or that though, Phantom? Which one's
Shit,
better?
That is hard
Mm.
because they each have their own strong points.
And then you
but
have to
I-
put The Godfather 2 in there, which to me was
yeah,
the best. 'cause
Godfather
1,
2 was the best.
But yeah.
Because it
Oh,
goes
Godfather
into
sounds-
history.
Godfather's another one of those
Oh.
fucking like Jaws movies. What is the premise of the Godfather that makes it like captivating?
It's
what's
the
idea?
story of the mob boss. It's the story
It-
of the mob when the mob was still not an okay thing to talk about in,
and it was the
it
story
was-
of
it
the
was a very-
family.
the story of, it's supposed to represent the story of the true mob, which
Give
whoever
me-
knows if that's true or not.
Give me a real take then. If you had to never see The Godfather ever again, or never be able to see The Sopranos ever again, what are you choosing?
Never see The Sopranos. I'd rather see the
Godfather.
Fuck you.
I
Sopranos
choose the
is fucking
Godfather.
legendary.
Sopranos is I'm
there's
the
no
same
way.
I hate it, but most men I think will say Godfather because that's such a man's man movie, right? Some movies
sure.
are just inherently male or inherently female. I agree, Lego. I hear it. When you first typed it, I'm like, oh, fuck, because I'm smoking a joint. That's why my camera's not on. And I thought it was me, but then I realized it's Phantom's voice. Oh, fuck off,
Yeah.
Red Harlow.
No,
You
my
wanna-
voice is going.
Funny story about Saving Private Ryan. That is the very first
There was
movie.
gay sex on scene or on set. Did you know that?
Yes, there was.
No, but that's the very
Saving
first
Private
movie.
Ryan.
Okay, and that's the
It was
very first
based.
movie that Scooter ever attended. He was like not old at all. He was, I think, 9 months. He was still in the little thing. I toted him in the thing. Well, his dad toted him in the thing you put in the car, whatever that is. And he slept
Baby
through the
carrier?
whole movie. See, that's how I trained him. I used to run the vacuum right around him too, all these loud noises because I was a loud person. So I taught him how to, sleep. I don't know. It's just Star Wars is. See, I
Star
feel like
Wars
there
is
need to be
Star Wars.
some movies, right? Like Elvis is Elvis. Star Wars is Star Wars. And I mean Star Wars, not fucking whatever the fuck it is that Boogie talks about all the time, because I don't know shit about that. I don't. I'm sorry. I
Have
know
you ever
Star
sat
Wars.
through the 4 hours of Dances with Wolves? The full
Me?
movie.
Several times.
Well,
Several times.
the one that played in the theaters was like the 2.5-hour cut. There's the 4-hour cut.
Oh, wait, there's a 4
Yes.
hours?
Yes, it
Oh, I don't think
adds
I've
in-
seen.
It adds in so much to that movie. Now, when you take a 14-year-old tech, I'm telling you this, I was
I'm
so
not taking a
surprised.
14-year-old anywhere. All right, pause.
That
Relax.
was my.
He's got a son. He's got a son.
Yes.
He's got a son.
When he
Oh,
was
okay, okay.
14, I sat him down and I was like, I want you to watch this with me, figuring he'd get bored out of his mind. That boy was glued to his seat. It is a phenomenal
I made my
movie.
kid watch Rocky over and over again just because I love it so much. Like Rocky's like fucking Star Wars, right? I mean, okay, wait a minute, Tech, please tell me you don't have an issue with Rocky. You understand that is an inspirational.
I've never seen him.
Oh, fuck my ass. Okay.
I've never seen him, dog. I'm sorry. Like,
Oh.
movies were not big, right? I lived in a Mexican household, and my dad was just like, well, wait, you know, the English isn't
I get
enough for
it.
me. Fucking. When I was living with my mom part time, she would try and show me movies, but she probably did it in a terrible way. 'Cause she was like, let's go to Blockbuster. I'm not old. I'm that old. And she's like, choose a movie. And you know what my fucking like 5-year-old ass did? I was like, I want this one with the guy. It says Jeepas Queepas. And so my first movie experience was being like 5 years old, watching the first 10 minutes of Jeepers Creepers,
Fucking
and being like, I
amazing
can't.
movie.
I can't. I stopped. And the next weekend, she's like, what do you want to watch? And I was like, let's watch Jeepers Creepers again. And then I got to 15 minutes. And then I was like, I can't. Third time, I got to like 30 minutes. And I don't know any movies, Doug. I'm sorry. I'm trying
Schindler's-
now.
No, I get that.
Schindler's
I get
List.
now that I understand. Oh.
Shawshank.
Oh, is that the comedy?
No.
No.
Schindler's
It's
List?
it's a story. World War
About
II.
the Holocaust.
The Holocaust.
Someone in the
and
chat was
man-
saying it's a comedy.
No.
Okay.
Now I
Is that
know
like Boy in
that
the Striped Pajamas? That's a bromance movie.
Now I know
Yeah,
he's trolling.
Stick Solid. Oh, and by the way, why is Scooter? Yeah, okay. So you know what? I'm gonna take credit for that because I'm the one that has the eating issue. I'm the one that doesn't put it down and has too much as far as portions. So I'm gonna blame it on me. He won't, but it's kind of funny now that he put his foot down and we don't have any carbs in this house. How weight is literally just melting off of him. So yeah, that's I you know, as a mom, I think I'll always take that because I love to cook and I know I cook too much and put too much on the plate.
How is the dynamic of working with your kid?
I would not suggest it to anyone. I really truly wouldn't.
It's
I will.
weird, right?
It is not only weird, it is here's the deal. My son is above me in every sense, right? He's on the top show. He's, up there with Rastov and Keem. He's the community manager. So what that means is my son and I used to, spend a lot of time together. I mean, a lot of time together. Probably, I'd say he only worked like 5 hours. I mean, trading was not an 8-hour job for him at all. I don't think he ever, maybe he spent 8 hours when he was doing morning and night trading in the different markets, but never 8 hours at a time. So we always would spend 4 or 5 hours chatting, eating dinner together. And now we're lucky to spend an hour together a day, and it is no LCU talk because there's no time, first of all, but second of all, he also knows I have a big mouth, so we both respect each other enough to not talk about anything.
An interesting question, because I have another similar dynamic, right? Because I work with my father-in-law.
Right.
Well, I'm not even married, right? I'm not married.
Well, yeah,
but the conversations I'll have on stream, I'm very candid, right? I will talk about, like, I'll fuck
Me
upside
too.
down, bitch. I'll do
Yep,
that shit so the
exactly.
cum drips the right way or something, I'll
Yeah.
make jokes like that. And it's
Yeah.
like, he looks at the camera and he's like, is this about my daughter or is this about some other like bitch from the past? Like that has to go through his head. Like it's always a question. Do you think you guys are more understanding of each other's history now that you do work together? Like, has there been shit that you learned about him on stream because he's talking about it?
Absolutely.
And
Well, now
he's
as
a little
far
gay,
as,
right?
no, I mean, he
Maybe a
is
little
very
bit?
good at playing to the audience and making things fun. I have never seen him be involved with a man. I know that he definitely is not homophobic. I will tell you that. I think in the right environment with the right, look, I grew up and we took
some
X and shit.
candles. And
Yeah,
some
you never
wine.
know. He's got some
little
hot bitch
smooth
there,
tech
and there's
protect.
another guy.
Let's-
I'm just saying.
Let's just ask this. Let's get the cat out of the bag. Was Scooter a theater kid?
No, not at all.
No,
Not at
he
all. He
dropped out
was a
in 7th
debate kid.
grade.
He dropped out. He dropped out in 7th grade. We did homeschooling, which, was traveling all over.
But I mean,
Yeah.
there's
But he
there's
learned.
being a theater kid and just like in school and just being a
No.
theater kid. Has he always been a
No, never. That's what's so weird about this is, oh my God, Alexis, do I have a fucking story about that I have to wait till he is awake and I will tell the story about Howard the Duck. But I know exactly what you're talking about. I know who you're talking
Ducky
about.
from Pretty in Pink is nothing like Howard the Duck.
But there's a story.
Okay.
I'll tell it later. I can't tell it now. I'm too stoned. Anyway, he's kind of goofy. Like, I think Xylee said it really nice tonight. She said, he just some of the things that come out of his mouth, and it's hard for me. Is it time for test? Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it is. I will leave you with this real quick. My favorite classic movie, and you'll appreciate this, Gidgy, Some Like It Hot. That is my all-time classic favorite.
That's mine to match. That would be Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Ooh. Where? What?
Yeah.
Where? Yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm out. Y'all take care.
Kick me out.
All right. I didn't kick you. Somebody probably is trying to pull you.
Fuck them bitches. All right, I'm here. We're an alpha, boys.
Well, Tech, I was gonna. My voice is almost gone.
It's over. Yeah, no, I get it. It was a W stream. You held it down for 3.5 hours, essentially.
Yeah, and I appreciate everybody that popped in. Yes, not the greatest, but fuck, I'm getting better.
No worries. You're chilling, Big King. Is the L backwards still? No, it's the right way now. I remember when you put the L on your forehead earlier. Earlier, you did it backwards because the mirror
I was
thing on
thinking.
Discord. Anyways, yeah. All right, boys.
We're gonna get you over to test. So
wait, why are we redirecting them?
Nobody else is live.
They didn't ask me. They suck my dick. And where's my fucking reach out? Did he reach out to you?
No.
Oh, we're just being friendly to these guys. For what reason, huh?
Because I'm not going to let our 91 viewers just go nowhere. Where do you want to send them?
I guess it's fucking tests. All right, let's what are they doing? Oh, let's see what they're doing first.
All right, let's pull. Unless you
it's their intro. Fuck it. Send him over. Fuck Yo Mama though. His bitch has a missing hairline. All right, it's like the missing number Pokemon from the first games. All right, send him over to Missing No.
All right, guys, we're gonna get you over there. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks for being here. We're gonna get you over there.